Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
The day I met Bullhorn Betty and Jonathan Lee Ridges, they were protesting in front of the Laundrie's home. I began to document them, and little did I know, the three of us would spend the next few months traveling together. Nothing scares us, even if it means crossing a freezing cold river and getting wet. We put our lives in danger because we want to find answers. It gives us purpose, even if it means going undercover to get those answers, or visiting the scene of a crime and paying our respects. Searching for the truth isn't easy. It gets you out of your comfort zone and makes you see things in a different perspective. And it's this perspective that we want the world to see. At the end of the day, we fight for justice. We fight for those who don't have a voice. We fight for those who were silenced. Our next case, we search for Paula Miranda. She was last seen swimming in this river. Here's our Paula's family. Found 2 footprints they believe belong to her. She left her phone and keys in her car. Her sister tells us that's extremely unusual for her to do that. Stay tuned as we venture deep into Wekiwa Springs State Park to help find her.
See, I don't know about y'all, but like for real, I don't mind being talked about. My problem come in when they start making stuff up. So you can talk about me all you want. It is what it is. It's either I did it or I didn't. I said it or I didn't. Whatever the case is, I don't care. I let whoever think whatever, feel whatever. That's on them. You know what I'm saying? But it's the making up part. It's the lying part. It's the adding on to part that always get me. I don't mind being talked about. It's when y'all start lying that bothers me.
As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Get breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.
Good morning, all. I'm back, and we're back live. We're back live at our original time, right? Actually, I decided to start earlier. If you guys noticed, I don't know if you guys noticed, I started 17 minutes earlier than I had anticipated on starting. I don't know who noticed. Like, I missed you guys that much that I literally started this live early. I was ready for you guys this morning. I was ready for you. I feel better. The roof isn't fixed. That's okay. Today's a new day, right? Today's a good day. Today's a wonderful day. Going down south gives me a new perspective in life. I almost want to cry. I have to be honest. I really almost want to cry. We're not going to talk to you. We got a smaller chat this morning, which is great because we finally get to say hi. We get back to normal, right? It's the normal train. I don't think anything's going to be normal with Bullhorn Betty, but who knows? You never know. Might surprise you, right? Shannon Perez first to say good morning to Bullhorn Betty in chat. So good morning, Shannon. It's nice to see you. Nice to have you. So good morning. Yep, we're going to be talking about some stuff. We're trying to stay out of the drama because I do my one and done. However, I don't know. May tip my toe back in here, may not. I just want this nonsense to die. Whatever. We'll talk about it. Kathleen, good morning. Bullhorn Betty's present. I was number 3 in my chat this morning. Number 3. What? I'm just joking. Taryn, nice to see you. Julia, Ruby, nice to see you. Karen G. M. Racy, haven't seen you here in a minute. Good morning. C12, nice to see you. And you've probably been here, but we've been so crazy that, the chat's just been insane, right? So we haven't seen our normal coffee clubbers because it's been just, nuts. And then, of course, I went away for a week for my birthday. I come back, all hell breaks loose. Then a hurricane hits, and it's like, here we are, folks. Right? Here we are. So, but we're getting along, right? We're getting along. We're moving. Nothing's holding us down. Good morning, Lucia. Mel. Connie Brandt says, good morning. I'm so happy I got my notification. Awesome. Many people probably didn't get their notifications. For folks that are on the replay, if you didn't get your notification and you're like, I cannot believe I missed her live, right? Go over there, check the bell, because what happens is because I wasn't going live regularly for like 2 weeks. I mean, I was down here for almost a week from the hurricane. So it does something to the algorithm when you're on every single day and you just stop. It does. I don't know why. I think that's wholly unfair, but that's just the name of the game. That's how it works. You got to be on here to keep going, and you got to be regular. Some people, that's even people that don't come on here every single day, have a regular schedule, whether it's once a week, twice a week, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we're kind of at right now. So don't forget to like this video. Okay. It's super important to like this because we need to get up to, my understanding is about 1,000 likes or more, get you into that nice little rhythm on, suggestions and things like that. We want the channel to grow. We want the channel to grow organically. That's what we built this channel on. So don't forget to like this segment, even for the replay through. Again, if you're not getting your notifications, go back and check them. I noticed that on my phone, I did this myself and I didn't realize it. I stopped my notifications for a particular creator because I was busy. A notification came up on my phone. I clicked, I can't remember what button I clicked, but apparently I clicked a button that basically said, don't notify me. Right? I got busy and I didn't realize I did it at the time. It was like a time or two, or maybe even 3, when it had popped up again and I did the same thing and it happened again. And I realized that I was accidentally turning my own notifications off unintentionally. So it is possible. It is possible. Jeannie, nice to see you. Molly, nice to see you. Jackie Chase, hey babe, how you been? Baltimore Menace, nice to see you as well. We have a Facebook user. People know that I'm now running live on Facebook to the Bullhorn Betty Facebook page. And if, it's to the True Bullhorn Betty True Crime page, or Facebook group, but I'm also streaming this morning. I'm streaming to Bullhorn Betty Facebook page. So that's kind of cool. We're finally starting to grow a little bit. We had a wonderful sponsor donate some a green screen. We're going to be setting that up. Olivia and I are going to be rolling out a new collaborative channel, and we're going to be redoing this office. Like, this office is going to turn into a legit studio, and it's going to take a little time because, as you know, turning an office into a legit studio, it takes money. You got equipment, you got furniture. It's going to be set up nice. And so that's what we're going to do. That means Bullhorn Betty has a lot of work because this is my office. It's been my office for a decade, and I have everything under the sun in this office. I have my books. I've got my home remedies. Remember the home remedies books that we had from 1771, right? The book of home remedies. I got that. I got all my law books, everything. I just got everything. And my Black Laws dictionary. Many of you guys don't know, I actually almost decided to go and get my law degree. This was about, about a decade ago, right about the time I was getting married. Probably a little, I don't know, right around that time. So I got my LSATs book up there. And if anybody knows anything about LSATs, they change from year to year. So that book's no good. Like, it should be pitched and it's still sitting up there. And it's from like a decade ago. Right? So let's see, who else do we have? Southern Grammy Wolf. Sorry, Southern Grammy Wolf. Tammy, nice to see you. ZZT, nice to have you in the house. I hope you fared well with the hurricane. Didn't have damages. And if you did, they're minimal, right? Guidance in life, again, you the same. I hope you fared well with this hurricane. It was, I got to say, guys, this hurricane was supposed to be right here. Okay. This hurricane was supposed to hit between ZZT, Bullhorn, and Guidance home. That's the area. That was the area. And we knew that this was going to be a big storm. You could see the storm developing very well, even before it got to Cuba. But it was headed right here. It was headed to the Tampa Bay to Sarasota area. I'm in, and anybody ever said, you guys know, where do I live? Between Tampa and Sarasota. This hurricane was supposed to be here. And this is why I decided to start 17 minutes early, because we're going to be talking about cases. We're going to, Hurricane Ian, the Bullhorn Betty channel has literally done as much as we could possibly do. We saved dogs. We went out there and helped residents. We sent out, we raised just a little under $300. That's $270. We went through it. We went through everybody's name that donated and how much they donated. It came up to $222 in the Cash App. Another lovely lady sent $50 to the PayPal for Hurricane Ian. Okay. Flagged it, put the note, just like I said, especially, I want everything that was going to Cash App to say Hurricane Ian on it if it was for Hurricane Ian. But especially if you used a different payment source, I wanted to make sure that and she did that. She made sure it said Hurricane Ian on it. So we had $272 worth of donations that came in here for food. We didn't buy water. We bought food for them because we had already known, many of you guys know, I communicate with be honest with you guys, I know people don't like talking about politics or anything like that. We try to keep it off here, but at the end of the day, I'm a political person. I don't work for my county, but I work for my county. I'm an advocate. I haven't been doing the job that I was once doing, before I started this channel. I was there, I went to every single political thing in this county, literally everything. It didn't matter if it was politically related. I always went. Every political politician in this county knows who Andrew Griffin is. That's just me. But we had people, because government officials work together, especially in times of horrific tragedy. This hurricane was a horrific tragedy. So even my people in Pasco County, the people I know in Pasco County that I've worked with for years in the political arena, is the ones that reached out to me. They knew I was down there, and they're like, look, we don't need any more water. We have a boat. They got a ton of water. Usually we're always so used to hearing, we need water, we need water, we need water. Like everybody just automatically, when you go out to help, you pick up as much water as you can and take it down. They don't need water, folks. They've got water. They've got free water being delivered literally on all the corners of that in that community. There's free water everywhere. Water is not what they need. Water is not what they need. What they need is food. The food is what's running out. The food is what they can't keep stock. So we went out and we decided to spend a little money. I know that this was all for food, but we also, we got a new member. Thank you. Taryn, thank you so much for being a part of the coffee club, and we're going to get back. This whole hurricane knocked us off a little bit. So we are going to be getting back to doing our members only. We've got enough members now that we are going to start truly rolling out members only content, member only lives. So you guys can chat with me and talk to me and have me with your undivided attention, because at the end of the day, you guys are the ones that are supporting the channel. Good morning, Anissa. I just saw you pop in. I'm just now getting to where you said, Karen T, good morning. I'm behind schedule. What can I say? So we're about, 10 or so minutes behind the chat. That's where I'm at for all this, So we're going to start rolling out members only lives. And I know people get a little upset, especially the people that you guys, everybody has their part here, and the people that don't support me, like with the membership, and you guys are supporting me. Every time you watch a video, every time you share a video, every time you like a video, you are helping this channel grow. So you are doing your part. However, but there are people here that are actually financially supporting this channel, financially, with cold hard cash. And those people deserve some sort of benefit from that, right? You go to the gas station, you pay for gas, you expect to get that gas out. You're paying for a service. These people aren't really paying for a service. They're paying to support a channel. And I think it's only fair. I'm not an unreasonable woman at all. But I think it's only fair that they get a little extra. I think that if the shoe was on the other foot, and the audience, the other people that aren't, would want that benefit as well. So I try to be fair, right? That's really kind of the name of the game. Do we need to be fair? Of course not. Can I make my own rules? Of course I can. Could you? Of course you could. Right? Nobody's special here. But I'd really like the channel, even those that don't support it as a member, to be okay with it. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to know that this is not to punish you or anything. It's just to say thank you to the people that are, on a monthly basis supporting this channel, so I can come live to all of you that, are supporting the channel in other ways, right? So I just want to make sure that you guys are understanding. This is not like a punishment. This is not like a, whatever. But there's been people, and not only that, but there was people here when I first started out that believed in me, that has literally sponsored this channel since day one. This is before any merchandise came out. This is before, this was before anything, and these people, they saw something in me. They believed in me, and they knew coming into this that there was no benefit to financially supporting this channel. They got no, discounts on merchandise. They got no, one-on-one with me. They didn't get that. They didn't get that. So I just really want to, tell that part of the group, thank you. And the only way I can really show them thank you and tell them thank you is to do something special for them, right? I mean, that's what, like, when we're having a bad day, coming home to, a bouquet of flowers on the table with a thank you card for no reason, right? That makes us feel good. So I want to make sure that the people that are here as members feel good, right? We want them to continue to support the channel. And it's their time, they get to finally, we finally have enough people that we can finally do some members only stuff. Don't get upset with them, please. My heart is breaking for all the families and friends in Myakkahatchee due to the severe, ZZT. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm about to start showing some of the content that I got yesterday. If you guys live in Florida, and this may produce some kind of emotional feeling that's a negative emotional feeling, this would probably be a great time for you just to maybe go to the bathroom, go make yourself some breakfast, go clean something. I don't know what you guys do, right? So, or go to, maybe just turn the volume down, right? Maybe just turn the volume down. Because I was posting some stuff. Oh, another thing, guys, if you guys haven't joined the Facebook group or Bullhorn Betty Facebook page, where I add you as a friend, you might want to do that. And here's why. Because the people over there that were on that channel, they got a sneak peek of the content before I'm even airing it on here. They got to see some stuff over there on the Facebook groups and the Facebook chats that you guys haven't seen yet. And so I can see that, this is just Hurricane Ian. It's only affecting Florida. So the people that are interested in this, this news report, whatever you want to call it, about Hurricane Ian that I'm going on, it's only for so many people on YouTube. It really is. People are looking at the destruction. They're looking at this. They feel bad for the people. They want to help, whatever. But really, in the grand scheme of things, it's not, I'm in true crime. It's not a true crime case. It's just a horrific natural disaster that took place not too far from my home, that should have been at my home. And I think that's what terrifies me the most about this whole thing. I have to tell you, it was hard. It was hard. We talked to people out there, and the stories, like, they haven't found, they're not even looking for the dead people anymore. Like, seriously, they're not. It sounds sad that I'm saying it like that. It's exactly true. They're not even looking for them. They're trying to look for the survivors right now. They haven't gotten, there's no number yet. They're posting numbers, hundreds of, this is the number, this is the death count. That number's untrue. Don't even look at it. Don't even look at it, because there's still people out there. There's still people out there like this. Guys, when you see this stuff, it is shocking. I don't know. And you know what? I looked at the videos last night to figure out which videos I wanted to show you guys today. And I was looking at the videos. And I tell about this all the time, when we go on these cases, we watch these cases and stuff like that, So we're on these cases and we're watching, everything on videos and pictures and news articles that we didn't produce. We're reading it. It's somebody else's interpretation. Well, I went back and looked at that, and it's like, we were there in living color. And that, I don't know how to explain it, that that feeling that you got, that feeling, it was there. But when I went back and watched the videos, it was like, yeah, it's but it wasn't the same. When I looked at the photos versus being there in real life, it just wasn't the same. It really wasn't. But I want you guys to see this stuff. because you're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it. You're just not. This was about to hit Bullhorn Betty. I want you guys to understand, like, I have a new perspective on life. A new perspective. I didn't have a new perspective a couple days ago. It wasn't until we got down there. We got where it happened. We were able to get through. So only local, where we were, only local traffic, repair people, and, you know, people that are coming in to clean, and law enforcement and things like that. You know, people that are there to help. They're the only ones that can go through outside of local traffic. And you're usually a business. We were able to get back because of the press credentials. You know, they were ready to turn us around. We sat there and talked to them, and we're like, you know, we're just here to capture. And we're like, and we even talked to them about going over the bridge, actually onto Fort Myers Beach, physically the beach. And he told us no. And I said, well, can't we get through with the, you know, the press badge, you know, whatever. And he said, they're not letting you through. He could care less. Like, they press, they don't care. Press is not going through. If press wants to be there, they've got to do it like everybody else, by boat or by copter, right? So we got as far. We literally got to the bridge. Many people don't know I used to sell insurance. And I used to sell insurance to, I used to sell life insurance, annuities, you know, healthcare, home healthcare plans, things of that nature. I did a lot of sales, you know, even real estate. I did a lot of sales. Okay. So it's, a lot of my people were there. I did that. That was my territory. So I haven't been in it. I mean, I did a lot of Medicare supplements. So you can imagine the people were already in their 60s when I met with most of them. And that was quite a few years ago, you know, 15 years ago, 16 years ago, something like that. So some of those people are probably already passed on and whatnot. But there was a trailer park literally on the other side of the bridge. And we couldn't get to. We were on this side of the bridge. We went to that trailer park. That trailer park was decimated. But this woman was over the bridge that I worked with. And when I was down there and saw right where I was, you know, it's been 12, 15 years since I've seen this person or been to that, you know, sold them a Medicare supplement. But I still remember. I remembered all my clients. I remember where they lived. Even when Olivia, for example, when we were, you're going to see a video where we went to go, we were in Northport, and one of our friends that was with us with the Gabby Petito case, his parents lived there, elderly. And he was concerned that he had to have that they were evacuated. They had to be evacuated by boat. And he wanted us to go check on the house to see if the house was flooded. You know, we're back there, you know, documenting, getting content and stuff like that. And so he calls and you know, we're going there and looking at all that stuff. So they didn't flood. They didn't flood. He's taking his parents back to their house. I can't remember where I was going with it. I went off on a tangent and my mind went blank and I lost it. And it wasn't really that significant. But, oh, thank you guys. I see some new members popping into the chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Appreciate the love and the support of the channel. And we are going to be rolling out a lot more stuff in the future. Many people knew when they first started coming here that I had a vision for this channel. Some things, even the collaborative part. We talked about it early on back in November about collaborating with other YouTubers. I wanted to collaborate with other YouTubers because I thought it would be, I don't like always working by myself. And, you know, it's fun to see something different and meet people and get to know them and stuff like that. Like, we're all working the same kind of stuff. We should know each other. That's just my opinion. We should all know each other. We should all be working together. We should all be passing around information. That's just what we should be doing because we're here to help. At least try. Some people aren't, you know, some people aren't, but we are. I mean, this whole channel was literally built on the foundation of doing good and helping others. It's primarily toward victims of, you know, domestic violence, murder, child abuse, things of that nature. But we also have natural disasters, and clearly I cover natural disasters, especially when they're in my own backyard. So I'm just going to let you guys know, just chill out for just a second. I'm going to go ahead and try to start loading up some of these videos for you guys. I'm just preparing you guys before we get started. It's rough. Okay. This stuff is pretty shocking. Okay. So if you guys have problems, PTSD, Miss Robin, if you're watching, maybe now's the time that you may not want to. Because you got to remember, she was Miss Robin. I'm not going to tell where she lives. She was right in the crosshairs when this started coming out and saying it was going to be hitting a certain spot. And that's another thing. People are sitting here almost victim shaming Fort Myers for not being prepared. For weeks, we heard that this hurricane was going to hit Tampa. It's going to hit Bullhorn Betty's area. We heard for weeks. It wasn't until like less than 24 hours that they told these people that they're about to get creamed by a Category 4, Category 5 hurricane. You don't have time to do jack shit in that little bit of time to help save yourself. Those people out there were sitting ducks. And then I hear news people, reporters out there trying to say, well, why did they do this? Why did they do that? Are you kidding me? You are the same news reporter that has been reporting that this damn hurricane is going to hit Tampa. And you're trying to blame our governor? Take some personal responsibility, news organizations. You are the one with the megaphone. You are the one with the bullhorn telling people where this is going. You are the one with your meteorologists and all these things. Governor DeSantis isn't. You are the ones on TV telling everybody to prepare in Tampa, not even giving consideration and telling people in the South Florida, hey, we know how hurricanes are. They could move at any moment. Even if you're outside of that line, be prepared for a moment's notice to be on go. They didn't do that. They didn't do that at all. These people were sitting ducks. And the news could have done a little bit better, is all I'm saying. Now, let's get okay, give me just a second. We'll move it over here.
So we're still out here. For those that are paying attention, we are not going to Fort Myers Beach today. We are in what's considered Fort Myers Beach, but not on Fort Myers Beach. And as you can see behind me is just wreckage. Boats from the water came ashore here where I stand in Fort Myers, near Fort Myers Beach. This here that I'm looking at behind me, this is, I can't describe it. It is one of the most, it almost makes you sick, really, to see this kind of stuff, to see what Mother Nature can actually do. And, but it's impressive. It's an impressive sight to see. This is an emotional sight to see. So much is going on. We've got cars being almost blown into the water. We have boats that were in this water right here. Boats that were in this water right here that are now right there. I've got a building right there being held up in the background. That's being held up by 3 boats. That building is almost level. If those 3 boats weren't holding up that one side, that whole building, that 4-story building would be leveled. That is a building. It is leveled. This is just, it takes your breath away. This really, really takes your breath slap away when you see this kind of stuff. Check it out.
That was coming right towards Bullhorn Betty. Just to let you know. That's what's so sad about this. That's what's so scary for me. But it didn't happen to me. It happened to them. I'm no more special than these folks. We were just spared by Mother Nature. It doesn't matter who you are, your clout. Doesn't matter how much money you make. At the end of the day, when something like that's coming at you, you're all in the same damn boat. You're all in the same damn boat. And we're all just out here, just victims, right? Like, we live in Florida. We choose to live in Florida. We can't stop natural disasters. But this is scary. This is scary for me. To see, I've lived here 43 years. I literally was born in Manatee Memorial Hospital, not too far from my house. That's where I was born. That's where the doctor smacked me on my little butt when I was, right? Just popping out. Here. I have never, ever seen this, ever. This made me almost want to cry. It was just, I can't explain it. I really can't. Now, there's some here. I got to tell you, we did have a little tour. You guys saw when I was live. He told me to turn my, camera off. He was going to take us for a tour and stuff like that. I have to tell you, this man made our day. Okay. He made our day. He hit on us. I swear to God, you would have thought we were the supermodel rock stars, in that area. So there are some things that you're going to hear in the background. I may mute some of the stuff. I may not. I'm not sure. But again, you're going to hear a lot of conversations and stuff like that. So just want you guys to be prepared. It may be muted. It may not. I don't know. Depends on what's being said.
So like this is our way through. Like you see this big boat here? You see that little hole right between these two boats? That's how we get back here. Look at this. These are boats just stacked one on top of another. Night wind. Unfortunately, you're a goner. And a lot of these people out here in Fort Myers Beach actually live in these boats. That's why there's so many out here and in the waters, because people actually reside in these. These are people's homes. I mean, if you really want to be, some of these aren't, but most of these are. All right, let's take the walk. We get through here. Oh, I'm gonna fall over. Gotta be careful. There's nails through here. And TV. Oh my gosh. Flew out of the. Okay. And this building here, you said this came from like an eighth a mile away?
Yes,
So this was actually uprooted, lifted, and flown in the wind over to this location. This is not from this area.
And I want you guys to understand that the water was over the roof it rose. The water rose above these people's homes, the roofs of their homes.
Oh, the little toy stayed in the window? Oh, they had to put it. Hard to believe that came from so far away.
you can see the ghost in the closet. Also from here you see
Closing, if you guys haven't noticed. So when Mama tells you to hang your clothes on a hanger and put them in the closet, you understand why. So if there's a hurricane and your house is uplifted and thrown an eighth of a mile away from where it began, your clothes are still nice and pressed. There's a reason. Y'all need to listen to your mama. You got to make light of something, right? This is pretty horrific. This is pretty horrific. It's not the worst yet. Guys, and I'm going to prepare you for this. This is going to be hard. Okay. It's getting harder. It's not going to get better for us. It's getting harder. People lost their lives. People lost their lives right where I am videotaping right now.
More destruction. Literally here, houses are leveled. You've got bolts from the other side of the road, literally here. Houses completely leveled. There are places in this area that houses were at. All this clear stuff in there, that's where houses were. All that land, that's where houses were.
Like I said, it's not getting any better. And this is the trailer park. If you guys, I'll wait until I get to that part.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Lots of stuff. More to that? Oh, there is. Sorry, I didn't realize there was more. Oh, many of you guys don't know that Chronicles of Olivia and I were out, actually, you probably do know. We were all out in front of Brian Laundrie's house, right? For weeks. Many people didn't know who this guy was. He was a new news guy. His name was Brian Enton from News Nation. Does anybody know Brian Enton? Has anybody heard of that man's name before? Well, many of you guys don't know. Chronicles of Olivia and I know him personally. And it's because we didn't know him. It was nothing. It was from being in front of Brian Laundrie's house. For weeks, we were all out there for hours and hours and hours. So, when the cameras were off, when we weren't protesting and stuff, we were talking. And of course, we were communicating information. And many of you guys know, we had that infamous interview with Cassie Laundrie because of the pressure campaign, right? She finally came out and talked to us and stuff like that. Well, Brian was, he was biting at the chip, chomping at the bit. There we go. Chomping at the bit to get that interview. So he reached out to us. We communicate here and there. Like even when I went out to Moab, Utah, when they finally released the person, we let them know, holy crap, this is the same guy that we went to the sheriff about, right? That's the person. And so, hey, Tammy, it's nice to see you. Aaron, Kristen, there's more pebbles. Nice to see you. Merja, nice to see you as well. So, anyways, he was there. So it was like, holy crap. Now listen, people are like, why you guys got such an ugly? Because even Brian told us, he's like, look, we can't smile. Like, this is a natural disaster. We can't be on. So even his cameraman is like, what is this, a photo shoot? Because Bullhorn Betty couldn't quit smiling. I hadn't seen my friend in a while. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey. So I'm like, oh crap, I smiled. Oh crap, I smiled. And I'm like, I'm not smiling this time. Right? You can't do that because people we can't, when you're out there, even like I made a joke about this, like I didn't realize somebody was walking behind me. poor joke, for something like this. But we're out recording and we're looking at all these boats. It's kind of pretty exciting. I mean, it's not a happy exciting, but it's an exciting experience. And so I find this anchor, and this anchor is thrown up on shore, and it's like, what boat did this anchor go to? And I said that, and I kind of chuckled a little bit. It's like, because it was one of those things. Somebody was walking behind me like, I can't believe he said it. First of all, let me tell you guys, folks, people are way in too many people's business. If we had done that shit when I was younger, you'd get backhanded, like literally backhanded. This whole crap, like I'm over it. You guys have, if you don't like something that somebody has to say, ignore it and move on, right? Ignore it and move on. You don't have any rights to anybody's personal business, financial business, or anything like that. So stick your freaking nose back into your face and mind your own business. Okay, so that's what we're going to learn here on the Bullhorn Betty channel, since clearly they're not teaching it in school these days, right? Mind your own freaking business. You don't like what somebody says, you don't have to instigate or inflame it or throw fire on it, right? Yeah, he didn't say anything really bad. It was just something under his breath. But, it comes down to that because, Olivia and I have been noticing this whole thing of people feeling they're entitled to be up all in our shit. You are no one, literally no one. The only person that's responsible for me and mine is me and mine. Just like the only person responsible for you and yours is you and yours. Because I'm going to tell you, you want to come up and start messing. Like somebody was saying, they went in the chat and put a comment in there because, we raised some money to help people, right? All of you beautiful people out there helped raise money for these beautiful people that have lost everything. And somebody came in there into the chat and says, do you have the receipts to show for this? Listen, baby, I don't know. Listen, if you guys are easily offended, don't come over to the Bullhorn Betty channel. Don't do that, right? If you're that, you're offended by everything, this is truly not the channel for you. I'm just letting you know up front. Bullhorn Betty channel is not your channel. Like, go find somebody that coddles to you. This is not your channel, babe, right? But you come to me and tell me to show you my receipts for donations that I acquired from my audience, and you're not part of it? You think you're entitled? The only people that are entitled to the receipts, babe, are the people that actually contribute, right? If it's not your money, why are you concerned about it, right? It has nothing to do with you. Again, mind your own business. So this person probably went back and said, oh, Bullhorn Betty's so mean, right? Because what did I tell her? You're not entitled to that. Mind your own business. And who the hell do you think you are thinking you have any right into my finances? So here's the disclaimer. If you feel entitled to my finances, you better bring the receipts for your finances. Okay? You want me to turn over mine? I'll turn them over. But baby, you're going to give me yours. Right? Because what's good for the goose is good for the gander, you see. So the next time you haters want to come here and talk about me grifting and all this other stuff, I don't give a rat's ass. I'm going to make money to survive and do good in this world. And if you don't like it, that's not my problem. Again, if you're offended easily, this is not your channel. You come here and talk mad cash shit about me, and I turn around and give you a dose of your own medicine. Don't cry victim. It's pathetic. You did it to yourself because I stay in my own lane. You don't rock Bullhorn Betty's boat. Bullhorn Betty's not going to rock your boat. But you want to get my attention? Once you get my attention, as many people know, I'm very tenacious and very determined. Just saying. We're not going to go into a funny skit this morning. I think everybody is still laughing Because somebody wanted to come to Bullhorn Betty with some bullshit and got now. And this is, so we're going to go on this just a little bit more because I find it funny. I don't like bringing my friends into this, but I was brought into it. Like I was dragged into it. Angela D was dragged into it. All these people are dragged into this nonsense, right? Right? Everybody. So we have a gal, just to give you guys an update on it, because it's still talking. Might as well address it. We're going to take a few minutes and address it. So there's a gal that apparently Dolly Vision broke up with. Many of you guys know I went out to Idaho for the Michael Vaughn case. So naturally, this woman, she's clearly not right upstairs. And actually, she even says that. She even went on one of her live and told people how much anxiety and all these mental issues she has. And it's like, even with her telling her that, she didn't even stop and say, maybe it's me, not everybody else, right? I mean, she didn't do it. And doubling down nonetheless. Like this crackpot is just, she's new to YouTube. That's all I can say, because she's being run all over the place by these creators that she thinks are her friends. Like this lady is literally, she's not thinking clearly. She's hurt, she's pissed off, and she's trying to get vengeance. And she's dragging as many people into it to destroy a man as possible. I happen to be one of those names. She's brought no receipts to explain how I got involved in this, other than I went to Idaho, right? And I was in Tennessee, right? That's it. I don't know where she's getting Angela D either. I don't even know if Angela D and Jimmy has ever even met. I don't know. I have no idea, right? No clue whatsoever. But anyways, as the luck would have it. So it's like, I keep trying to snowball in my head, what can we do to help Jimmy? And we're going to go through that. And I got some ideas. And I did. And people, listen, babe, the crazy chick out there, just to let you know, you keep saying I'm Jimmy's girlfriend. Lady, do you not know I live in Florida? Like, I'm not nobody's girlfriend. That's the problem. That's like what we've been screaming this entire time, that you're not getting through your thick skull. Like this whole entire scenario, is all made up in your head. All of it. Every bit of it. And when she came out, she said, oh, he has 31, right? We're teasing 31 flavors. 31 flavors, right? Man voice. Oh, and now she's trying to coin me. Clairol in a box. I don't know. I could be wrong. I thought it was Clairol. Well, Clairol. I don't know. I don't use this stuff, right? I don't use it. I use L'Oreal, babe. L'Oreal in a box. Yeah, go with that. Okay? Like, get your shit right. Right? But either way, oh, thank you, love. I know. People don't like it. Some people just need the coddling. Okay, I'm not a coddler. Why am I not a coddler? Probably because I didn't have children of my own, right? I don't like the crying. I don't like even when my grandkids were here and they got into a fight, it's like they'd come here screaming and crying. I'd be like, nope. Mm-mm. Walk back out there, clean yourself up, come back in here and talk to me like a young lady, right? I'm not listening to all the crying. I'm not a coddler. That's not how Bullhorn Betty was designed. I don't know why. Just how I'm made. I'm beautifully made. I'm made perfectly by the hand of God, but that's how he made me, right? We all have different personalities. We're all unique. So anyways, I was sitting here listening to this. This girl came out and said, oh, we got 31 women, 27. Maybe she said 27 at this time, right? 27 women coming forward. Tell us how Dolly has harassed them, has videotaped them, has sold their pictures. Now, mind you, I still haven't seen the first nude photo, but I have seen a lot of photos that people try to state are Jimmy. And I have seen a lot of private conversations that they're saying he's putting out, that they're putting out. So far, I haven't seen any nude photos that he purportedly put out. Right? I haven't seen any those nasty text messages where he's threatening women that he's going to expose them if they don't give him up a photo of them nude or a video of them nude, or that he's going to destroy their entire life. Because I haven't seen those texts. Like, she came out with like all of this information about Dolly Vision about how he's doing this, and she's got receipts. Remember that? She's got receipts. She has 27 women that have been abused by this man ready to come forward. 27 women. And she's going to use her channel to give them the voice so they can go up there and tell the whole world how despicable Dolly Vision is. Her boyfriend, not her ex-boyfriend, her boyfriend, because she forgot she got dumped 6 months ago and has been begging for his time ever since. But she doesn't tell people that, right? She doesn't tell people that none of us knew who she was. She doesn't tell people that. She tells people, well, I wanted to be anonymous. But, oh, everybody's supposed to know I'm here, but I didn't want to be. I didn't want anybody knowing I was here. But everybody's supposed to know I'm here. Didn't make sense. Did it make sense to you guys that like nobody knew this chick, and then boom, she's here, and boom, she's Jimmy's girlfriend, and boom this and boom that, and it just seemed like a world where like, where did this chick come from? Well, we find out because we're not in Jimmy's personal business, right? Clearly, he had a relationship with her. Clearly, he terminated that relationship months ago. Clearly, they were trying to find a happy balance between, being friends and working and things like that. And she's talking about, why would I have his dog? Why would I have his car in my name? I'm divorced from my ex-husband. And I have done all of those things for an ex-husband after he became my ex-husband. Why? Because we still trust each other. I would never, if I signed my car, which I did. Remember, I had to go through a divorce and I had to have him sign it back to me. I bought that car, not my husband, ex-husband, right? And we did that. Even after, because he had some legal issues that happened just a few months ago. We talked about it here. I had to help him with that problem. Remember, we talked about that here. My ex-husband, remember, I'm not fooling around with my ex-husband. He gets no benefit. I get no benefit. We're still friends. So yes, I help any way I can. So, but 27, and then we come, and then now she's finally starting to roll out the interviews, right? Now, mind you, after I did my diatribe of 31 flavors and my impression of her and clowning her publicly after she went on a 2-week thing about how Bullhorn Betty's this homewrecker and this over what, I have no idea. She's trying to destroy a man and taking other people with her, right? She's just trying to do anything that'll get him cut off from anybody, but she doesn't realize that when we are all here, even you guys are the Turtle Gang, you guys are part of Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. I'm sure you're part of everything. We all stick together. And we kind of know each other. Like we spend our time together, It's like you guys get to see my life. I mean, I'm here only for a few hours, but you guys get to see it, whatever. So anyways, then we after that whole, shit talking campaign I just did, she decides to go live and address it. The 31 flavors, apparently she's dyslexic. Who knew? Apparently it was only 13. She misread she misread the numbers. It's not 31 flavors. He wasn't that lucky. He only got 13. But he doesn't stop there. No. Because we were going to hear, we have this platform, all these ladies just chomping at the bit to come out and tell how Dolly's abused them and all this other shit. Okay. Well, then she kept going, and she's like, well, and I've even personally, I'm not lying. This is what she says. And I've even personally talked to like 4 or 5 of them that had information from their friend that was friends with another woman. And I'm like, so you're talking to someone that's telling you a story for someone else, Apparently this chick doesn't understand true crime. She doesn't understand what a troll is. And she doesn't understand that we require firsthand knowledge. Not a friend of a friend of a friend that told a friend a story, to their cousin last week that told my aunt, that told my mother, that came to me and told me the story. What kind of garbage is that? And so now we went from 31 flavors down to possibly 4 or 5. Let me guess who these 4 or 5 are. Sierra, Mo? Avery? Hold on. So if she's got 4 or 5 she's personally talked to, and they're telling her all these stories, guess who's telling her the stories, right? From a friend of a friend of a friend that told his aunt, told his mom, told his sister, that finally got to her, right? This is what she's basing. So I'm this horrible person because I work. And what I do in my own personal time is my own personal business with whomever I choose. And by the way, I owe nobody a damn thing. This is the Bullhorn Betty channel. And if I haven't offended you today, just wait. I'm not done. All right, guys, I'm done. So we went over the hurricane. We addressed him. Oh, and then of course the guy that the girls never came forward, right? We have no interviews from legitimate people that were abused. What we get is a convict that may have been in a jail cell with dolly vision that looked like he was tweaking literally on camera as she was talking to him. So kudos to you. We still have no women that came forward. We still have nothing. And we have a junkie trying to tell us that our beloved dolly vision is a pedophile. Are you freaking kidding me? So when you can't go any lower, when you just can't go any lower, when the ground doesn't go any lower, what's left? The gutter. That's all that's left. That is literally all that's left. She has gone slap dead into the gutter. Jenny! Jenny! 5 other guys I was with just couldn't knock those cobwebs out, but I have a feeling you can. Come here, baby, and thunder up for mama. All right, that is my debut. So now we're going to go over and move on to Kiely Rodni and Jolissa Fuentes. Who's Jolissa? Right? Who's Jolissa? Did I finish up my thing? Oh, we do. We have to show receipts right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. I'm going to tell you guys, you know, I stand behind 100%. Unless it's something with a case, I don't show my receipts. I'm not going to do it because I feel like I'm bowing down to the hate, right? I feel like I'm bowing down to them. Bullhorn Betty, I'd rather take a licking every single day than bow down to the likes of those people. So we are going to show receipts because it was kind-hearted, right? It was kind-hearted. So we went shopping. We got diapers, baby wipes. We got a lot of canned groceries, things that are non-perishable that people can eat on. And we did it. We tried to keep it, as inexpensive as possible. But just because I'm so sick and tired of this, because, let's face it. I mean, they're telling me I'm the most dangerous person on YouTube. I'm a violent person, right? Never been convicted of a violent crime, but whatever reason. I mean, they think I'm this violent person. They show you a horrible arrest record, which 95% of those charges never convicted. Actually dropped pretty close to after arrest, right? So back in my 20s, a couple decades ago. Nonetheless, so I tell you how horrible of a person that Bullhorn Betty is. Well, so based on your own account, haters, I'm a violent person, not a thief, right? Not a scammer. They want to say I'm a scammer, that I'm somehow getting a paycheck from Google AdSense just like them, somehow makes me this grifter. I'm not even using that definition right. They don't even know what a grifter means, right? But with this one, because I don't do donations. Everybody knows Bullhorn Betty, I don't get involved in the whole donation. Like I'm going to, send this over here. If I'm going to run something where I'm collecting donations, I'm going to do it from those people's sites. I'm going to advocate for example, if we were doing something for the National Missing and Exploited Children, we would be doing something on here with the money going directly to them. It wouldn't be going through Bullhorn Betty, accounts. This was a little different. I mean, this is a natural disaster that hit in my own backyard. I know because I'm boots on the ground there that there's not a lot. The resources that everybody's hearing that they're getting, it's not there yet, and they need food. So naturally, I get a call from people that I work with and trust telling me, hey, we need help. You have a platform. Can you please see what you can do? We need food. Sure, not a problem. And I told them, look, a lot of my people aren't from here locally. They're from around the country and around the world. You know, they will, I can't get you food out there, but maybe I can raise some money and I'll go get the groceries myself and bring them out there. Whatever you can do, please just do it. Okay. I jumped into gear. That was asked of me to do, by the way, for the haters out there. That was literally asked for me to do. All right. And so that's what we did. And of course, the miserable haters out there that don't do anything for their community, they're a waste of space. They're a waste of space on YouTube. Come out in droves. Oh, don't donate to Bullhorn Betty. Donate to the Red Cross. Well, let me tell you something, babe. The Red Cross wasn't even freaking out there to help those people. You know who was out there to help those people? Bullhorn Betty and other people like me. That's who was out there, babe. So what you did is you took money that could have helped these people, these displaced people, because of your petty bullshit, right? But that's okay, because the coffee club still came through. They still came through. We were able to help. We were able to help. And I want to show you. What got going on here?
So folks, we are here in Walmart. As you see, Mom and Olivia are over here right now getting all of the groceries ring up. We should be right under $300 if my calculations serve me correctly. We've got diapers, we got baby wipes, we've got feminine products, we got canned goods, we've got side dishes, we got everything that we could possibly, a little bit of everything. They told us they had plenty of water, so we decided to opt not getting water and just to get the supplies that are needed. We got diapers from newborn up to size 5. We got baby wipes. We really did try to get a little bit of everything that everybody can use.
There's me putting my thumb up. Yeah, baby. Thank you, Coffee Club. Thank you, Coffee Club. All of you guys did an amazing job there. Now, but Bullhorn Betty, that's just you saying it's going to be about, well, first of all, anybody that shops anywhere in the United States realizes that entire buggy was filled. And if that entire buggy's filled, that's several $100s, right? Because everything is so flippin' expensive. You can't even buy a can of soup under $2 hardly, right? But there's always acts of kindness everywhere. And that is what is so amazing. So amazing. Always acts of kindness. Is this the one? No, here it is. So I wanted to show you. Here's my freaking receipts to all the haters. And let me tell you guys, I will not do this and I will not bow down to the hate again. You donate to me, you trust me to do the right thing with your funds, or you don't. You don't have to donate. I'm not going to sit here and explain every little penny that goes out. If I need money and you guys want to contribute, contribute. If you don't, don't. But this whole idea that you think that I'm like this YouTube thing, that I care what people think, I care if you call me a liar, that it's going to somehow do something for me. It's not. It's not. Again, if I haven't offended you today, sit back. Oh, it's still coming. Sorry. If you haven't noticed, give a damn, it's a little busted. The receipts, haters, clippers, be ready. Oh, clippers, because Bullhorn Betty's this despicable person that likes to scam and con people. All right.
Thank you. All right, what's our total? What's the total damage? Hold on.
$287.98. Hold on. Did you see the total? $287.98. And I donated other stuff over and above that. So we went over the amount collected, right? What? Yeah. We went over the amount of money that was collected. Went over that money. But again, wonderful people, not the likes of these haters. But there's beautiful people all over this. Watch this.
Thank you. She decided to give us her discount. Thank you so much. Awesome.
273.
Thank you.
Everybody did their stinking part, folks. Everybody. Except the haters. You see where I'm going with this? Many people sit and listen to all the hate and all the drama. But what are they doing? What are they doing to make this world a better place? What are they doing to help find missing children or help advocate for them? Or even so much as put a flyer up in their name? I bet you I go out and do a handstand in my front yard, that'll go all over their page. I bet you if I, showed boobs, right? Like Marissa was proud of her titties, man. I haven't seen the video, by the way. I heard they're gorgeous tits. People are even asking her for plastic surgeon's number. Her plastic surgeon, that would probably be the best advertisement. Your plastic surgeon should give you a bonus treatment or something for all the extra income you're bringing him. Oh, Lord. But, it's just one of those things. I need to get off Marissa's tits. But you'll see that, right? They'll advocate for that. They'll throw that all over their pages, right? They'll throw Bullhorn Betty with horns and smoke coming out of my face, my eyes red, all that other shit, right? They'll do that. They'll do that. But they won't help these kids. They won't help the missing. They only help the people that are trying to help, right? So it almost sounds like they really don't want these cases solved. It almost sounds like they don't really want to help. Sounds to me like they're intentionally running interference in these cases. And it makes you wonder why. I mean, a guilty person's a guilty person, right? There's no honor in protecting that. So why would they protect that? And why would they diss and try to destroy the people that are exposing that? It makes you wonder why, right? Like, I'd like to know why. As you guys see, I mean, the people that actually, if you turn that noise off, like many of you people, how many people never came to my channel because they heard that I was this horrible person on YouTube? Put a 1 in the chat. How many people heard that about me? I'm curious. How many people heard I'm this horrible abuser, this scammer, this stuff? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if somebody prevented you, literally tried to prevent you from being a member of this by telling you guys lies about me. Put a 1 in the chat. I'm curious. How many of you guys, on another hand, out of curiosity, pure curiosity, how many of you guys, when you came over here, you ended up liking me because you realized what they were saying was a lie? Put a 5 in the chat if you are a Bullhorn Betty fan because you actually gave me a chance. You came over here, even with all that hate, hated me. You probably said some horrible things in other chats about me. But once you found out who I was and watched me and came over here and realized I'm here trying to help and really advocate my life to helping others, even my political stuff, right? It has nothing to do to benefit me. I mean, I get a benefit of maybe a little less taxes, but I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for everybody that can't do it for themselves. I have been a taker in my 20s, in my early 30s. I was a taker. I took. Anybody would give, I take. Never cared. I grew up. I saw the error of my ways. I changed my entire life. Literally my entire life. Changed people, places, things. I built myself from the ground up. And I turn around because of the take in me from there. And I repent what I did in my younger years. And how do I repent for those things that I did? I turn around and I help others, even when I only have $1.88 in my bank account. So for those people that are out there that are continuing to beat up on Bullhorn Betty and say this nonsense about how I'm trying to scam a couple $100 from you, are you kidding me? If I'm willing to give my last $1.88 up for a freaking child, what makes you think I'm going to come and scam from you? And if you believe that, don't donate to me. I don't want your money. I really don't. I don't need it. You know, the families might need it, but if that's where it's going, right? I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. But when I tell you I do something, bet your ass I do it. You bet your ass I do it. And why am I being so frustrated here lately? I just went through a freaking hurricane that almost killed me, right? It didn't hit here, but we just saw what it could have done. And I've got to deal with all this nonsense. Now mind you, I just had a birthday. I come back from a birthday. I come and go out to Idaho, and I come from Idaho back home, and all hell breaks loose, and then I have a hurricane. So if you don't understand where my frustration is or why I'm acting this way, maybe you should just step back and look at all that I've had to deal with just in a short amount of time. Like the crap I had to deal with over the last 2 weeks, some people have to deal with over a whole entire year. Right? So I'm still working here. I'm still trying to help others. It's not, true crime related. It's natural disaster related, but does that really matter? I mean, if somebody needs help, that's what we're here for. We're here to help. I mean, the whole purpose of this channel was to financially support me so I could help others. That's the whole purpose of this channel. I talk about this true crime stuff because it's stuff that's interesting to you. But this entire channel was built to supply the funds necessary to continue my work. That's what this whole channel. And you know what? That's why I'm building another channel. And that's why I'm collaborating with Olivia on another channel. Because there's a lot of people that need help. I'm not planning on going and getting a mansion or driving around in a Mercedes-Benz. That's not me, right? I have a roof over my head that I'm probably going to die in this home, for the love of God. Now, I will have to get a vehicle eventually, because the vehicles don't last like houses, right? You're lucky to get, 5 or 10 years out of a car. Some people with VWs might get 20. We all knew what cars were built well, right? I mean, come on. When we were growing up and every single old ancient car is a VW, I think we know which cars are going to last for old and ancient. So if you guys want a car that's going to get you to old and ancient, VW, right? They still have buses on the road this day and age. 1968 buses, the mystery machines, right? They're still out there. Show me a Chevy that's not in a museum that's that old on the road. Right? Every time we go out, we can see. Remember the punch buggy? Remember that whole thing? How many people remember punch buggy? Like, we had nothing. Like, these kids got it made this day and age, right? When we had long road travels, like you're going on vacation, but it's going to take you 3 days to get there. The kids these days, mom and dad just got to throw a tablet back there and they can play games and watch this and watch that, right? When we were growing up, we got coloring books, we got crossword puzzles, we got books to read, and we got to shut the hell up and enjoy the ride, right? That's what we have. I can't make this stuff up. These kids got it easy this day and age. But I tell you, I would love to see what kids would do if they had to get kicked out of their house like our parents did to us and tell us to go out and play. Remember that? How many people remember that? When your mama wanted to clean the house and you were there, it's a weekend, what'd she tell you to do? Get your ass outside and go play. Go find something to do. Go find something to do. That's what we were told. Get out of my hair, go find something to do. This day and age, you can't even get a 35-year-old child out the damn house. Right? They're still playing the damn video games. Still cleaning the room for an allowance. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta find humor in some of it. Anyways, I've already been chatting for an hour. We're back. What I'd like to do is I'd like to know if somebody can catch us up on, we got several cases here. I've been down 2 weeks. So let's talk about Kiely Rodni, Jolissa Fuentes, Michael Monkey Vaughn, Summer Wells. Those are the 4 that I want to talk about today. I'm going to open up the phone lines. I want you guys to call in here. Tell me. Now, if you guys want to discuss 31 flavors, I'm very limited on that. You guys can say, you love the video and everything, but I really don't want to get in the weeds. It's not my business, guys. I know everybody's trying to say that this has something to do with me. Whatever's going on with them really, truly is their business. Angela D has nothing to do with it. Bullhorn Betty has nothing to do with it. No other woman has nothing to do with it except those crazy other women that are trying to stick their nose into business that doesn't pertain to them for a vindictive purpose. So, I'm just laying the ground rules here. So if you guys want to start talking in that direction, I'll say very limited, but I don't really want to get it. This is not what we do here. We're a true crime entertainment channel. Again, this is a relationship that fell apart. A woman is obviously very hurt, and she's lashing out at anybody and everybody for whatever reason. She's not going to, at the end of this, she's not going to feel any better. She's not going to destroy any of us in the process. She's only going to make her reputation. It's sad. It's sad. But you don't bring other people into your personal business, and you definitely don't call an innocent person that you've never met before in your life a homewrecker, and especially with not one ounce. She hasn't even submitted. Like, she also, this is one other thing I want to say. She also said that I'm worried about those text messages that we had between us. Actually, that could be further from the truth, because those text messages actually vindicate me, and that's why she's not releasing them, and why I want her to release them. But you guys hear about this whole conversation she's had with Bullhorn Betty. I let you guys know publicly that every conversation I had with her was on text message. She has no problem dropping anybody else's text message when it benefits her, because she's not dropping all the text messages. She's only dropping the text messages that benefit her. Let's be honest, right? So if she would drop my text messages, those would vindicate me. Those would. And she hasn't. I'm not going to drop them because I don't play these games. But I want her to, so you guys can finally see the truth. But I have a funny feeling she probably won't. Or when she does, she's going to try to twist it for her. But it doesn't matter. As soon as they're dropped, we'll explain it. But I want her to. I'm not fearful of those text messages between me and her dropping. I want them to. Because I think once you see the text messages, you will know, one, she never came to me. She came to me horribly. She talks about how she's upset with me because the way I came to her, that maybe me and Jimmy are just friends, but she was upset that the way I came to her. And once you read that text message, you'll see how she came at me. And when you see how she came at me, you'll get it. You'll get it. So I have a funny feeling she's probably not going to drop my text messages between me and her. She hasn't. But it's going to kill her narrative. I think it'll kill her narrative, especially related to me and Jimmy, very quickly. And if she drops them, that kills that whole story. She can't beat up Bullhorn Betty anymore. She can't beat up Jimmy anymore. She can't even beat up Angela D anymore. She can't beat up any of us, right? She'll have to finally deal with her own shit, which she's getting to it, right? She still hasn't produced any girls. She's now reaching out to junkies to try to badmouth Dolly, which is crazy. But she won't. So if you guys are over there and you guys are in her chat, force her to produce all of them. Force her to produce all of the text messages. Like, force her to show the receipts. And then force her to show the receipts of how I became this homewrecker. Because I'm curious as how this all happened. I definitely would like to know, if I'm a homewrecker, I definitely want to make sure that I don't wreck another home, right? Because, I'm living in my home. I don't want to wreck my home. right? Like, you know, it's not the best home in the world, but, you know, I kind of like my home. I don't want to wreck my home. I really don't. And I just want to make sure, you know, how I did this, how I wrecked a home, because if I wrecked a home, I have to know. So I make sure I don't wreck my own, right? Oh, Lord. Can you believe, and that's what's upsetting, is that she brought Angela D into it too. Who? What? Like, this is going from insane. This lady is grabbing at straws, folks. And the only reason I'm talking about it is because I feel we need to be supporting Dolly. I feel like all the creators that love Dolly, that have loved Dolly in the past, all need to be coming up and speaking out because he's not doing these things. And what really upset me is that not only did she bring this junkie on her panel, she brought this junkie on her panel to basically tell us that now Dolly's not just a womanizer. He messes with little kids. That's the kind of garbage she's trying to peddle. I'm not putting up with that. I'm not putting up with that. I'm sorry. No, I'm not his girlfriend, but I am his friend. I can tell you that. And I'm even more of his friend now that I realize what he's going through, because I feel bad for him. I truly feel bad for him. It's like, damn, I didn't know all that. You know, you see a person and they come on and they do a live and they always have that great personality, and he always seems so bubbly and happy. And now we're realizing he had all this stuff going on behind the scenes with this broad, and he never let us know one bit of it. He sucked it up buttercup and went out there and still did damn good. I mean, they've been broke up for what did you say, like 6 months or so, 5 months or something like that. And then they did, all this spat. We didn't know all that was going on 4 or 5 months ago. We didn't know that. So, I mean, clearly he was still able to entertain us all these months with all this chaos going behind the scenes. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him that it came to a head so publicly. I feel bad for the other victims, the people that were lashed out to by this broad, because she's having a mental breakdown at this moment. That's what I can think she's having. I think she's having a mental breakdown where she's just anybody and everybody that had any remote contact with Dolly Vision. Oh, yes. Oh, Heavens 57. You must not have been on my live yesterday, because I gave you a shout out for the green screen. And this is the one that I told it. Heaven 57 is exactly what I said. Thank you for putting that in there, because I would not have said your name online or on, live. But yesterday, and I talked about it first thing this morning when we got online. So thank you for the donation. We love it. And it's going to be perfect, because maybe since you missed me thanking you, you probably also missed that Olivia and I are actually going to be turning this room here into a legit studio. It's going to be turned into a legit studio, and that green screen is going to be perfect. I'm going to try to get the green screen up and working before, but apparently there's some programs I don't know a whole lot about that makes that all pretty and stuff behind me. And so it's just going to be just a little bit of research before I pop the green screen up. But we do have a green screen. Thank you so much, Heaven 57, for the donation. If many of you guys don't know, we have 2 Amazon wish lists. And the reason why I did it this way is because, the haters, and I like to tell them to F off as much as possible. So I added another one, right? They complained about the first one. So what does Bullhorn Betty do? She adds 2. How do you like me now? So anyways, I got one that's just for the Bullhorn Betty channel and all the stuff related to the Bullhorn Betty show. These are cameras, machetes, snake boots, the stuff that we need to do work for the show, for whatever, even the content going out to people. That's what we do. That's for the Bullhorn Betty side. And everybody was, they're like, well, what if we don't want to buy anything for the show? What if we want to buy something for you? I don't like things for me. That's part of where I've gone. My life's changed so much. I don't like taking. I like giving. But people were saying that. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, okay, my birthday's coming up. I wonder what What all do I want? So I just started thinking, it took a long time. I think it was back like June or July. Maybe it was August. I don't know. I can't remember. I just can't remember. So I started wondering, what do I want? So I put one up for a Bullhorn Betty thank you. So the people that they want to give me something special, but don't want to do it I want stuff to be honest with you, for Bullhorn Betty channel. That's what I want. Green screen is beautiful. Green screen was great. It even comes with the clips, the stands, everything. She's got it. I love it. I saw it. I was smiling. And actually, to be honest with you, Heavens 57, first person I called was Olivia. Like, I got a green screen. I got a green screen for the studio. Oh my God, right? And I'm not lying. I mean, I was that excited. Over that green screen. I love it. Thank you so much. You're absolutely amazing. But we're definitely going to be using it because this whole studio thing, you guys, this right here is old. We need to get out with the old and in with the new. Remember I told you about that? Like my ex-husband built that thing. Right, backwards. Hold on. There we go. Oh my God. There it is. Got it. The mirroring on these cameras, I can never figure out. But that right there, right? That right there, my ex-husband put together. Many of you guys know how I feel about this, right? I want to pack his shit and take the trash out, right? You're done. I bought it, but he put it together. I broke it. That's why it's got something there. I mean, I didn't mean to break it, but it's cheap. It's cheap. That's it. It's cheap. Aw, thank you. Thank you. I'll listen to the replay yesterday and beginning. Just stay away from the 31 flavor skin. It might make you blush. You might want your green screen back. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Amber. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you. I appreciate it. So anyways, but we have free Lolo shirts, right? So Dolly is raising money she took his dog. So Dolly's raising money. Go out and get your free either Dolly soap if you're stanky and you just want to, or if you're ashy. Be honest. Let's be honest. If you're ashy, get some Dolly soap, man. I tell you what, you don't get ashy on Dolly soap. I don't know what it is. You just don't get ashy on Dolly soap. You don't need to lather up with a shit ton of moisturizer and lotion either, right? You just need to buy a bar of soap. It's awesome. It's awesome, baby, right? So go out and get your soap. Help him support his fight to get his dog back. Lolo, he's got somebody wants to throw the order in here. Sonia, our friend Sonia in here. She's got a free Lolo shirt as well if you want something a little girly. There's other people that are kind of doing this for the free Lolo and stuff like that. So if you guys have would like to help sponsor or contribute to these legal expenses for Dolly, go over there and I hope other creators get on the bandwagon as well. Justice for all. Marissa, just the man's missing his dog. I mean, this has nothing to do with whatever's going on with him personally. We want to help him get his dog back. And I could care less about anything else. He's a big boy. He can handle his own crap. But if we can help on this channel to help him get his dog back, I'd love to do that. So please, for all those that are here, if you haven't bought a shirt from him or bought a bar of soap, please go over there and do it. He could use it right now. He's not broke by any stretch of the imagination, but he does need, it's going to be pretty expensive. This chick is putting him through the ringers. I feel bad for him. Everybody that loves Dolly should feel bad for him. This is just not right. We're literally watching this train wreck. And I do believe he'll be vindicated. I hope he's vindicated. I wish him the best of luck. God bless him. And God bless her for that matter. We need to pray for her as much as we pray for Dolly Vision, because she, to me, seems like she's going through a complete meltdown and is not helping herself. We still haven't heard about it. These other women haven't come forward. All we've gotten so far is a junkie. So she's literally like, her days are limited. I'm just hoping she pulls her head out of her ass before she does too much more damage. Because that gentleman that she calls her friend, believe me, people are going to be now. They're going to tune his world up. They're going to dive into him, find out who he is. I mean, does she not know she's too young on YouTube to get it? You're going to get your friends where they hate you, because people on YouTube will tune his ass up. They will be writing him. They'll be writing his family. They'll be sending him shit in the mail. They will be tuning his ass up, lady. That was not fair to do to your friend. You should not have drug him into this. That was a poor decision. And I feel bad for him because now he's going to have to understand why you don't go on YouTube running your mouth about another YouTuber. I have no hand in it. I have no hand in any of this. I'm just telling you what's going to happen because we all know it's going to happen. I'm not directing it to happen. I don't want it to happen, but we all know it's going to. You don't do that to friends. And you damn sure don't show your friend's face, your full friend's face on camera. What is wrong with you? That man is going to hate you forever. He's not going to call you a friend after this. After YouTube gets a hold of him. I hear his wife has an Etsy account. Do you not know what people do to those accounts? They take them down and take money out of their mouth. That's what trolls do. You did not help your friend. You're dragging innocent people into a fight between you and Dolly, and you need to knock it off. You're injuring a lot of people. And now your poor friend that clearly has a lot of issues is going to have to deal with even more because of you dragging yet another person into this. It's sad. I'm done. Probably not. Anyways. So phone lines are open, or not phone lines. One of these days I'll get the shit together. Right. So here's the link. If you guys want to come up, let's talk about some cases. We need to start working. I'm going to still advocate for the free Lolo and bars of soap until Lolo is brought home safely. Once Lolo is brought home safely, we won't be discussing this. But we are going to keep, every time I come on live, if Lolo's not home, I'm going to be advocating that we support Dolly, we support free Lolo, and we support how he can possibly get that dog back. I mean, you want to kidnap the kid. Okay, take the kid. But don't screw with the dog, all right? Don't screw with somebody's dog. Let me, hold on a second. Let me go ahead and post this up here. All right, guys. So I am waiting for each and every one of you guys to come forward and start chatting. Hold on here. I got to pin that. There it is. All right. Well, don't move yet. All right. It's pinned. It's pinned. So anybody wants to come and have this discussion? Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. Ah, crap. Did I save it? Did I save it? Okay, I think we're good. Sorry about that, guys. It's horrible over here. But I'm going to be here all day. So I'm wondering, what should we do? Should we just keep going forward? Should I kill this live and get a new live going so we can start just focusing on Kiely and Jolissa? Has anybody heard any more about Jolissa's case? April Tobin, I'm so confused. Trust me, babe. I'm so confused too. Are you kidding me? I was drugged into something I should never have been drugged into, quite frankly. Angela D was drugged into something that she should not have been drugged into. There's all of you have been drugged into something that you should not have been drugged into. So, and we also want her to post my texts between her. Hey, May, how you doing? Turn me down in the background.
Hey, are you listening?
Hey,
Sorry, hey. Okay, yeah, totally. So, yep, okay. Okay, yeah, you know who I am, right?
Yeah.
Or at least, yeah, like we've seen each other. Remember when my little boy played that music?
I don't remember when that little boy played the music, but
never mind. Okay,
anyway. Your name, I hear your voice, and I know who you are. What's shaking, bacon?
Okay, cool, Bacon. So, no, I just want to say, yeah, not to change the subject or anything. Not that we want to do that, right? What a subject. What a silly subject we've been talking about. No, but I feel for you. And I just, anyway, I think you and Jimmy work really well together. So I don't see what the big old deal is.
We did work well together. And actually we did great work in such a short amount of time in Idaho. But it was and I haven't even come out with my my content yet. I was supposed to work on it and then got
right.
So it was nice.
Oh my gosh, the hurricane! Oh my gosh,
it wasn't worth all of this. Like my name has been dragged through the mud for doing what? Helping a kid.
Oh yeah, but I'm trying to change the subject. So that was that, right?
Mhm.
That was that. And then the hurricane, sorry, I've been up all night, so I'm a little tired, but this is last moment. And then the hurricane, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. It's crazy.
Yeah. And
So like,
you know
can
what?
we,
I'm thankful that I'm
huh?
here. I'm thankful that that hurricane did not hit here. That you have to admit those photos, that's scary shit.
It is, it's really bad. Like, well, you're gonna let us know. This is what I need from you because my mother and my stepfather, so my stepfather's parents live right there by you, some like Fort Myers, Northport, right?
Mhm.
That area.
Yep. That's
Okay.
the
And
area. Yeah.
yeah, and they were driving there, and then I saw, and I don't know who's, whatever. Anyway, it happened. It happened. Ian came. I remember watching you, and you were talking to somebody, and you're like, oh yeah, it's no big deal. Like, got my generator. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
You were like,
Trust me.
it's all
I've been
good.
through a lot of these. We've never been hit here. Not like that.
I know. And I was absolutely shitting my pants watching, just knowing that my mother was driving there. They turned around ahead of time. We live in the Central America. But
Yeah.
anyway, so they got back fine, but whatever. It's a mess. So that's that. So I wanted to know what I need from you is to let us know, like, or should we raise money? More money? Like
To be
what's
honest
up?
with you, I don't know the answer. I can tell you that the help that I can provide Fort Myers, unless they call in and say we need a lot of volunteers here for cleanup, the Bullhorn Betty channel has done really everything we can possibly do. We went out there, we
Okay.
saved the dogs. We went out there, we donated food. I don't foresee. I mean, short of something where they need they're really short on people bodies, then we'll go back out there. But other than that, I don't know what to say because I know South Carolina was also hit, and I don't want to take funds.
Oh yeah, so much.
We need to go to South Carolina as well. And so yeah, I personally don't do donations or fundraisers. So this was one off in a dire situation, but I think that these people are going to need money for stuff, but I don't know a
Isn't
good
it nuts?
organization to send that to just yet, but I'll look into it.
Okay, and I'm not going to take too much more of your time, but do you think that it's almost as bad as Katrina?
Well, yes and no. Yes and no. Here, and I'm going to explain my answer. So
Okay.
Katrina, the reason why Katrina was so deadly is because it broke the dam. It broke the dam,
Right.
and the dam is what kept all the water from Louisiana. And when that water rushed. It annihilated the area. Here we had a dam that did break in Northport, which caused the waters to rise above our interstate, which was the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life, by the way. Especially an area that didn't have water no water that you could see. It was crazy. But I think that the damage from Katrina was not really Katrina damage. It was more dam damage. The damage that happened here in Florida was more storm damage than dam damage.
Just buildings.
Buildings were
Basically,
low.
like Florida was more just like buildings, right?
It was buildings, homes, and a lot of loss of life. We had a lot of
Right.
loss of life in Fort Myers.
Right. Okay. Okay. So, change the subject. On to a funnier one. Okay, here's the deal. So, a few hours ago, I haven't slept. A few hours ago, I was live. I went on to what the fuck is her name? Michelle. It's like Marissa's nemesis.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. That's
know
right. I know what kind of saga you're talking. Yeah.
Oh my God. Seriously. Do you know what I'm talking about? So I didn't even meet. Oh my God. That is hilarious. I cannot even imagine what the hell is going on with that. Like, what is that?
I don't know.
No, seriously, what the fuck is that?
I couldn't tell you. But What do you think?
It was the most hilarious thing. Anyway, she kicked me
Are you
off.
talking about the titty shots? Are you talking about?
She let me up. She let me up on the panel. Here's what happened. She let me up on the panel, and all I did was ask a question to the police officer woman who was talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she eventually, I don't even understand. I don't even know what the fuck. But if you need to get out of your head or anything, just go over to Marissa and MGL. Like, for real. Like, this shit is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yep. You know what? I don't understand. I don't know what happened. Like, I know that there's, because Michelle came actually on here and she's like, well, you emailed me to tell me to come up to talk about Marissa. And I'm like, what email? Like, so I'm like, I'm scratching my head. I'm like, I don't get into this. What email did I accidentally see something in my sleep? So I go over to my email. I'm going through my email. I'm like, what email did you get from me? What email did it come from? She sent this email. And I'm like, no, I said, we don't do that. You know, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to, there's certain creators that I don't mind, you know, ragging on, but there's other creators I don't. And Marissa and I have already had our fair share of problems. I got no problem with her. Yeah. You know, as a matter of fact, would like to work with her in the future. So, and collab with her on other projects. So this idea that I'm going to have this gal up here, you know, talking mad cash shit. First of all,
this woman is unbelievable, Betty. She is something to be reckoned with. Oh my God. She is a trip and a half.
Yeah.
Misty,
God. She's talking
anyway,
about
so that was my funny thing.
The Michelle gal that's been attacking Marissa. You know, I don't know Michelle. I got no beef with Michelle either. I mean, let's face it. She's never done anything to me.
Me neither.
You know,
me neither. But apparently.
But don't bring me in your shit. And let me just make that. Let's make that a rule across the board for Bullhorn Betty. Like, don't bring me in your personal crap. I don't want to be in it. I'm not in it. I got my own problems.
Yeah, and if I'm fucking May and I want to fucking, and you let me in your panel and I say something, don't be a weirdo. It was so weird.
I get it, May. I get it. I get what you're saying. But
okay,
anyway,
that's it.
You
have a great morning.
You have a great day too, May. Go get some rest.
Bye.
All right, take care. All right, so you know, May gets up here. Like May, you know, she's a little cray. We love cray. You know, we love cray. What can I say? Did you guys see some of the community posts? You know, if nobody knew what I was reading, you know, I'm one of those people that you know don't like showing receipts, but need to show receipts. I brought up Miranda Lambert, you know, Mama's Broken Heart, and so many people just didn't seem like you guys knew what I was talking about. So I figured I'd help you out, you know, and I posted that song in my community tab for those that would like to go over there and check it out. Love Miranda Lambert, love that song. Definitely love to scream that song to the top of my lungs right now. But in the end of the day, there you go. Go give Miranda Lambert a thumbs up. She got 1.8 million followers. You know what that tells me? I love Miranda Lambert too. I love her. She's a cute little, you know, she's got that powerful voice and stuff like that. Like Miranda Lambert rocks. She rocks, right? She only has 1.8 million followers on YouTube. I'm like, what? 1.8 million followers on YouTube? What? You telling me Adventures with Purpose have more clout on YouTube than Miranda Lambert? That's what I'm saying, folks. That's what I'm saying. Justice for all. Hey, babe. How you doing? Good morning. Yeah, I love Miranda Lambert. But so if you guys didn't understand what song I was referring to the other day with my 31 flavors, you know, I decided to help you guys out. You don't even have to go look for the song. It's right there. Just go to the community tab. If you guys aren't getting all these things, you guys should, you know. Who knew Bullhorn Betty could be funny? I didn't even know I could be funny, right? I'm just joking. But, you know, you never know what you're going to get. This is an unscripted show. It's an unscripted show. Most of the people on YouTube is unscripted. That's what people like about it, right? You never know what's going to fall out of our mouth. We're all waiting on the edge of the chair just to catch that one wrong thing that they say so we can clip it and go out and make our own videos with it, right? So it's like, yeah. So that day was not planned. That was not planned by any stretch of the imagination, believe it or not. And I tell people this, I tell people this all the time. When I come here and talk to all of you guys, many of you guys know this if you've been following for a while. For those that don't know this, let me give it to you. I pray. I'm a prayer. I pray a lot. I pray to myself. Sometimes I pray out loud. Sometimes I'll even put my hands up in the air. Pray. I'm a prayer. I believe in the power of prayer. I believe in God. I believe in the book. I believe we're in the final days. How long those final days will last, I have no idea. I do believe. I'm a believer. Okay, I'm a believer. And so I try to advocate for things like language of letting go. Okay, this is a book. This is a codependency book. A lot of things that happen in our lives as young children. And we talk about my experience, my personal experience. Not like I like talking about me or, stuff that is perceived embarrassing to to a person. But I feel it's necessary. And why do I feel it's necessary to talk about it? Because I'm over it, right? People that don't talk about these things still are trying to hide something, right? I got nothing to hide. I literally have nothing to hide. I'm too old to hide anything. I'm too old to lie. If you don't like what I got to say, well, listen, all right? But I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. Tell the truth in my favor. I may not tell 100% of the story. I may leave some things out for my benefit, right? Just like everybody else. No different, not special. But one thing I don't do is I don't lie. I'll make sure that the statement I say is 100% accurate. May not be what you want to hear, but it will be 100% accurate with the information. Is there other information that could be provided? Yeah, maybe. So I didn't know what was going to fall out of my mouth that day. I really didn't. Behind the scenes, before I come live, I pray. I pray that I'm empowering. I pray that the proper words come out of my mouth. I pray that when I do start speaking, that somebody resonates with something that I'm stating. That's what I do. I very rarely. I mean, look at this. This is my page. I actually had this here with a pen. I don't know if you guys saw me move it when we first started. And this is for me to write notes about stuff that you guys are talking about in the chat so we can address it. I haven't even written on it. I mean, there's something up here, but this was up here days ago. So I haven't even written on it. I don't even have bullet points on what I'm going to talk about on the show. Some days I do. Some days, like with Kiely Rodni, when we have a lot of information, this whole sheet will be filled up and I can keep, But on days like today, it's just a free-for-all. On days like 31 Flavors, it was just a free-for-all. It was one of those days where I just came in, I said a prayer, I knew I had to address things. And in that day, I just prayed that I kept it tactful, and I prayed that I said all the right words. I prayed when I got off that live, and I prayed for Lord to help me, right? And then I prayed for Jimmy, and then I prayed for this struggling young lady that just can't get a grip. I pray. So if somebody was offended by that, I apologize. If you guys got a laugh, I'm glad. It was turning something that was really horrible into something that had a little humor in it. Because to be honest with you, like I said again, this woman's struggling. What she's saying is wholly inaccurate. I will honestly say that. It's wholly inaccurate. Are some of the things accurate? Maybe some of the things that she stated are accurate, but for the most part, wholly inaccurate. And it's caused a lot of hate. For me, like people honestly believe that I'm this horrible person that would go and knowingly do something that's despicable. Right? It's just not me. For those that have been watching me for any significant time, no, that's just not it. It's not an issue. That's not me. And so when I want her to produce something, she won't, right? Because when was 13 Flavors? Like 3 days ago? And I asked her to please produce those text messages. And then she went on that day and said that those text messages, I must be concerned with them, what they might say. I'm not. When I say I want you to post them, clearly you don't understand Bullhorn Betty, because when I say I want you to post them, that's pretty much what I want. I'm not giving you, it's unwritten, right? I'm not saying I want you to post them, but not really post them. I'm not that kind of girl, okay? So I always tell you what I want. I've told her what I want. It's not my place to post those text messages. I want her to post them. I want her to post them. She won't. This is the point I'm trying to make. Because they vindicate me. They vindicate me. Wouldn't you think that if she was this butthurt and all this other stuff, and she had this conversation about how she told me about her and all this other stuff, don't you think she would want to prove that? Don't you think she would want to prove to her audience that she had this conversation and how horrible, like the evidence, like that's the evidence against Bullhorn Betty as to why she's this horrible, despicable person, right? That's she's told you about these conversations, but she's only told you her side. I'm telling you my side. She has those conversations. She needs to post them. She doesn't mind posting Jimmy's conversation. She doesn't mind posting conversations that make her look good. But she doesn't want to post the conversations that make her look bad. That's the problem. So, Melissa, I'd really like you to post those text messages. I am not concerned about them. As a matter of fact, they vindicate me. They vindicate me. So, please, show the receipts, because I want people to see the conversation. I'm not posting them. They're not going on my channel. Because you brought me into this. You need to post them on your channel, because you're the one sitting there telling people how horrible of a woman I am, all this, all that. And yet you don't have a problem posting everybody else's conversations, but you refuse to post the conversations between me and you. And I want to know why. I'd really like to know why. If she does not post those conversations today, you know exactly why. She doesn't want you knowing. She doesn't want you knowing the truth. She wants to drive a narrative. That's what she wants to do. So if she doesn't post those today, her credibility's shot. Just saying. Post the damn text messages, woman. All right, guys, we're at the top of the 2 hours. So I guess I've answered my question. I will be back later today with some information on the Kiely Rodni and the Jolissa Fuentes case. We are going to stay away from the drama. Moving forward, I really don't care what she says. I know I kind of went into it a little bit, but it's irritating. Like, I'm watching this and I just need to stick. You know what? I don't go into these people's channels. There's a reason why I don't do it. Anissa can tell you, she used to send me some stuff and I'd be like, I don't want to read this. It's horrible stuff about me. I said, I don't want to read this. It's counterproductive. And I don't really care what they have to say. So, I mean, she got it. And she quit sending me, the stuff. I don't watch it. I need to stop. I need to tune out. We all need to tune out. This is not our business. It really isn't. It's not even juicy. Like even everybody's like, oh, they like the drama of it. It's like, it's not really drama. It's pathetic. Like it's a woman that is literally has been crying for weeks publicly about stuff she should have dealt with 6 months ago. And it's just like, just when you don't think it can get any worse, it gets worse. And I don't have a fight in this, but like I said, Dolly's a big boy. I prefer never to, I'm sure Angela D preferred never to even be involved with this nonsense. We don't want to be involved. The other women that they're trying to drag into this, the other friends that they're trying, we don't want to be involved in this. Get it? We don't want it. Take it off YouTube. Go deal with your business. We don't care. And lady, please, quit dragging women. Quit dragging women. You're dragging me. You're dragging Angela D for what? You don't even know us. We never even knew who you were. I didn't know who you were. Maybe Angela D did. I don't know who you are. Never met you before in my life. Never heard from you. Don't know who you are. Never met you. Never knew you even existed. Let's be honest, right? But you're dragging a bunch of women that have nothing to do with you and Dolly. Outside of we like entertainment. So with that being said, I digress. People are going to have to find out for themselves. But to be honest with you, I'm not watching the garbage anymore. I don't have, there's nothing, she's been caught too many times lying. And she won't post my text messages. She keeps trying to badger me and say she did this and she knew this and she's just a homewrecker and this, that, and the other. No, I'm not. And I can prove it. I can literally prove it. So let's just let this all die down. Let this chick go on her crazy train saga. She's going to burn out because this is not going to make her feel better. We all know once she snaps out of it, she's going to look back on this stuff and she's going to be just disappointed in herself that she allowed herself to go this way. And, you know, she may not like me, but I'm trying to be a friend. I'm trying to be her real friend, not these scorned other women, right? I'm trying to be a real friend. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. I don't know you, and you know that. Never met you before in my life. Didn't know you even existed. But let me give you a little bit of help. These girls are not helping you. These girls are using you. You are new to YouTube, and you putting your friend on that live is going to cause him a lot of problems. And I'm not saying that as a threat from Bullhorn Betty. I don't care. I literally don't care. But what I do care about is that you're putting people that are not involved in this in jeopardy. Because you put him on air. All the people, you know, we've got crazy people on our side too. These people will stalk this man. These people will turn this man's life upside down. Why would you do that to a friend that we could clearly see is already having a struggle in his life? Is beyond me. And I have to say it's because you don't understand YouTube. You don't understand how YouTube works. You should, especially if you were with Dolly for so many years, you should know how YouTube works and what the do's and don'ts are. And that was a big no-no. You never bring a friend on camera. You never show their face on camera. You damn sure never let them tell their name on camera. You just got that man in a bunch of shit because you dragged yet another person into you and Dolly's BS. Let me be your friend and tell you to stop. Because you're really, like, it's feeling good right now. It's feeling really good. You feel like you're on the top of the world. You got this, honey. That rug will be pulled. And when it's pulled, you're going to hit that floor hard. And there's nothing I can do to help you because you think I'm this horrible, despicable person, and I'm really just trying to help you and let you know you're doing it wrong, babe. This is why people don't do this on YouTube. This is exactly why people don't do this on YouTube. Because you're going to be made to look like a fool. I mean, you've already called every person, every female that's in and around Dolly basically a whore, which has already given every female that likes Dolly a bad taste in their mouth for you because you just got done calling just about every single girl that he communicates with a whore. That's not fair to us because you have a problem with him. Stop. And it's not going to help you. When this comes back, it will come back. Trust me. You guys remember my crazy days on YouTube. Remember? They're still making clips about some of the stuff I did on YouTube back in the day. Right? What did we learn really, really, really early on when we were building this channel here? You can't build a channel on hate. It won't grow. If you want your message to get out there and you want to advocate for women, this is another thing. We advocate for women on this show. We advocate for women. We advocate for them to be empowered. We advocate for them, if they don't like something, to leave it and find their own destiny. We tell them that they're beautiful, that they're courageous, that they can go out and make anything that they want of themselves, all by themselves. We don't give them a pat on the back or excuses. Do we hold them when they, we're all human, we make mistakes. Do we hold them and, hold them up when they're falling behind? Of course, that's what we do. That's what we do. But we empower women. We don't bring a network of women together to complain about our problems, right? Complaining about our problems does absolutely nothing to fix our problems. What we do here on the Bullhorn Betty channel is we show people and help people and provide people resources for that matter they can go ahead and just live. They don't have to answer to anybody. They don't have to feel this way. They don't have to feel bad. They don't have to do crazy shit to get attention. It's okay. It's okay. But what we do here is we tell them that their destiny is in their hands. We don't give them a place to complain. We give them a place to fix. Complaining about a problem ain't fixing the problem. Giving you resources to help you through your problem is what helps fix the problem. So while they're having this group of women crying the blues and talking and scamming and concocting and collaborating to take somebody down, which, by the way, they have never been able to successfully do. We were even in one of their channels. Let me just tell you this. We were in one of the channels. I went on my 31 flavors. They were in their channel saying, oh, we need to go mass report Bullhorn Betty, which they probably did. They probably came over here and reported that channel. Let me tell you something. YouTube looked at it and released that within 5 minutes. So even this little game that they are playing behind the scenes, that they think they can go and report you and they're just going to take your video down, no, it doesn't work like that. I keep trying. It's funny to know that they actually look like hamsters on a hamster wheel trying to take Bullhorn Betty's show down. We're actually trying to do this. Like I said, you ain't getting this girl. She actually did. Screenshot it, reported it to YouTube as well, by the way. You can't do that. You can't go and concoct in another chat that you're going to try to take down a channel. It's against the terms of service, if you haven't noticed. All right, so we'll see you guys here at 1 o'clock this afternoon, 1 o'clock, and we are not going to talk about this lady anymore. We're not even going to get into the Dolly Vision stuff. We've decided not to nickname Dolly Vision 31 Flavors because we realize he doesn't have that much swagger. Because 31 went to 13, which went to maybe possibly around 5. And that was after just one video. That's after only one lashing out from Bullhorn Betty. I bet you if I do another video clowning her, we're going to find out that maybe it was 2 people, right? We got it from 31 down to 5 with one video from Bullhorn Betty. The truth will set you free, folks. The truth will set you free. Conspiracy to commit a crime. I don't know if it's to commit a crime, but definitely conspiracy. Conspiracy in these chats to try to take down Bullhorn Betty. Good luck. People have been trying for years, right? People in my own county have been trying to shut me up for years. Guess what? I just keep getting up. I keep running this right here. Right? Somebody called in. I got voted off. I was wondering. I was sweating last night. Like, let's talk about this. I'm not done yet. So last night was Turtle Island, right? I have to tell you, it's down to the bottom feeders, right? No offense, Justice. No offense, Justice. We are. I'm including you into the bottom feeder with Bullhorn Betty. Okay, we're bottom feeders. Okay, compared to the likes of like Ryan Upchurch, we had Molly Golightly. We had all these big names. Bullhorn Betty, I'm not there yet. I'm getting there, right? I'm getting there. Bullhorn Betty's got her coming up. We're getting there. I'm not there yet. I know my place. I know my role, right? I know my role. Got it. So I have to tell you, I was sweating a little bit. I really don't care. I thought this game was fun. Outside of all this nonsense and everything, we had fun. White Rabbit, in her chats, getting her rabbits together to go out there. Like, she really got this game. She really got this game. And it was fun to be around her. I'm sitting there saying, I didn't know if I was on the chopping block. I didn't really care. It's a game, right? Grown-ups know how to play games. We don't get butthurt over games. So if I actually, hold on a sec, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on, I gotta mute you. Okay. All right, sorry about that. I've got to look at a video. Sorry about that. So where were we going? Where are we going with this? I got a little sidetracked. I almost want to go back and. Good morning, T. Watts. Nice to see you. Trying to use their name. Yeah. Where was I just at? Sorry, Olivia was writing me. There's something going on that we need to talk about, but I'm not going to kill the live just yet. But I know I was talking about. I'll wait for you guys to tell me. What was I just talking about? Like having a brain fart here. I've been having a lot of those lately. I think it's lack of sleep. I've been just going. Turtle Island. Yes. Oh, thank you, B. Betty. So, we're on this Turtle Island, everything, and we're all voted. We're down to the bottom feeders, folks. So it's like, Ryan Upchurch is up there. I never really cared whether I stayed on the island. I have to be honest with you. When Turtle Island first came out, to be honest with you, I truly thought I was going to be the first one that went. I'm not lying to you, because on the streets of YouTube, it's implied that I'm so hated. But am I this outside of a few people, that have multiple accounts that go out and act like they're bigger, and this hate for Bullhorn Betty is so much bigger than it is, but it's not, because it's just a few people with a whole bunch of accounts that is attacking me. And so I thought on this Turtle Island, I naturally thought I was going to be one of the first people off because of, but in all fairness, Rabbit got my back. Like from the beginning, White Rabbit was like, we got to save Bullhorn Betty. Bullhorn Betty's under attack, and it was crazy because all the work that she did to help, and I'm like, wait a minute, we're getting down now. We need to save Rabbit. We need to save her, because now she's taking on a lot of heat in this thing. So we were trying to save Rabbit. Anyways, it's been so much fun. It's been so much fun going through this. But last night, I have to tell you, was the first time I was on the edge of the seat. Because you don't know who's got the votes. Unless, some of the people in his chat, I'm sure, got their pad paper out and just have to know what the count is. I know it's you. It's you right there. I know it. You're the pad of paper. I know it, right? So we know we have a few of those that are just watching and they're racking after, like they know, they have to know before everybody else. That's just, some people are like that. God bless you people. God bless you people. But you know which ones you are. But there are some that's got the pad of paper going through this and having to know who's winning and who's losing. I don't do that. So, we came out, Bullhorn Betty, we started hearing it. But this one says, I'm being voted off by her and her husband. I got 2 votes against me on one call, by the way, for being condescending. What? Oh, honey, you don't know me too well. I was thinking, damn, I got 2 votes and a compliment. Holy crap. Like I'm dying over here. And I'm like, okay, that wasn't too bad. I'm thinking they're going to be calling me a home wrecker and God knows what else. And I get condescending. I'm like, hallelujah. Who knew Bullhorn Betty was condescending? Right? Oh, Lord. You can't make this stuff up. So, anyways, I'm sitting there thinking, and I'm watching these people, and God bless you guys. For the coffee club is like one of the first shows in the morning. Like, we're not up at midnight and 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, after Turtle Island was done, I went to sleep. I absolutely went to sleep. But what does it say here? Oh, when you come on, we should discuss the fact that the newer iPhones, all the way back to the 11th, you're still in discoverable mode when dead. Interesting. I'm not sure. I don't know much about iPhones because I've got a Samsung. I'm just now converting over to, and I've been publicly converting over to Apple products, and it's been a shit show. I have to be honest with you. People have watched me get frustrated out here. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't do Apple products. I'm just now getting into Apple products. So I don't know about the discoverable mode or anything like that. Maybe other Apple people in here do. But yeah, I'll be happy to discuss iPhones. Maybe I can learn something because I know nothing about them. Now, if we want an expert, of course, we do have Chronicles of Olivia that can give us all a little lesson in how to use iPhones, AirDrop, and MacBook Pros. Okay. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I'm telling you. But yeah. So I'm sitting there. Let me get back to the story. So I'm sitting there and I'm wondering, and you hear Bullhorn Betty. Then you start seeing, God bless you guys. Like, we're not up this late. And I got people in there saying, save Betty, save Betty. So all the Save Betty fans, I love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you. I appreciate all of you. You guys were fabulous. I was like, and then we all know what happened last night, right? So early on, there was a heated topic that came up, and I want to address it here. Many of you guys know when I came out, we talked about it earlier in this show. Nobody liked Bullhorn Betty because she had a bullhorn and she was loud, obnoxious, and just didn't give a shit about other people's feelings and shit. That's really what it came down to, right? I didn't care about other people's feelings, and I didn't coddle people, and I didn't tell them all the good stuff they wanted to hear. I didn't sugarcoat anything for them. So they just didn't like me, right? I'm the most dangerous person on YouTube, right? So anyways, oh Lord. So anyways, we were sitting there, I can't even remember. If I get on all these tangents and I just lose my shit, that's maybe why I need to use a pad of paper and write this stuff down, right? But anyways, I thought I was going to be the first to go. I'm lucky to be here. Long story short, I'm lucky to be here. We got like 2 more shows ago. I did not get voted off last night. I'm still here. I have immunity for next week. Who freaking knew I might be going into the finale? Bullhorn Betty, right? And so I'm sitting here thinking that, I was thinking this week's going to be my week. I'm going to be kicked off. I have an idea of my, going out video. Nobody's really doing these going out videos. BK stepped up to the plate and did it. God love him. People don't love him too much because he's crazy, right? And we can tell he's got some substance abuse problems and other things like that. We pray for him, but we don't dislike him. I don't dislike him. I never disliked BK. And you know what? To be honest with you, I don't really think, even though he has his little, stabs here and there, he doesn't hate me either. Let's be honest. Him and I, when we get on the phone and talk, we talk normally to each other. It's not like this crap on YouTube, right? We talk shit on YouTube, When we're on the phone, we don't really talk a lot of that. Maybe there's been some times. Let's give him credit. He has called me a few times and said some pretty disturbing things to me. But, we did catch him. I did record him that one time, him calling Bullhorn Betty beautiful, by the way. BK, be careful. You know what they say about Bullhorn Betty. Remember that time we were in front of the Don Wells house? Pretty soon they're going to have some stories about how we went behind those logs, right? You remember the log that you picked up? Give it some time, BK. You'll be BHB's number 10. I gotta stop. So, but anyways, we're doing good in Turtle Island. God bless all the people that came out and saved Bullhorn Betty. I love you. You guys are amazing. And we're on to the next thing. I think we only have 2 or 3 more Turtle Islands. I did not think I was going to get this far. I can promise you, anybody that's talked to me, I thought Marissa had this in the bag. To be honest with you, from the very beginning, I knew Marissa was going to win this. I knew it. I really did. I knew Marissa was going to win this. I'm like, everybody, she's a love-hate person, right? People love her or hate her. There's not a whole lot of, on the fence type of people when it comes to Marissa. You either like her personality or you don't. Now, I got to be honest with you. The lady's nice as shit, okay? Personally, Marissa is probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. But let me tell you, she's got that saucy side to her. You don't want to mess with her. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm like that too. Nothing wrong with that at all. But I really did believe that Marissa had this in the bag, especially being kicked off and brought back so many times, And I know it was just the haters. Like anybody that's successful on YouTube, these people that are unsuccessful hate it. They've been working on their channels for years and can't get the kind of clout or stamina that Marissa's got. They're not funny. They're not entertaining, right? You guys come on here. The reason why you come on here, because you never know what you're going to get. You might talk about a case. You might see me lose my shit, right? You guys are sitting here saying, what are we going to get into today? Remember, I got to come to YouTube to find out what Bullhorn Betty you're going to get. You know, am I Machete Betty today? Am I just, Investigator Betty today? What Betty should I be today? That needs to be the shirt. That's the shirt. What Betty should I be today? Bullhorn Betty. There you go. See how these things work out? You guys make me money. What can I say? No, I'm just joking. Damn grifters. You con artist, you scammer. You didn't think of that. Right? What kind of Betty should you be today? There you go. There you go. We got a new shirt. I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget, because me and not writing, and me and my brain. You guys watch me go through these brain farts. 2 seconds later, I even had one for 32. Number 32. I came up with a 32. I gotta tell you guys about that one. Hold on a second. What did I just say? See, I told you. This is what happens to me. What kind of Betty are you gonna be today? All right, we got it in. It's on the list, guys. It's on the list. So I came up with another one because everybody's talking about number 32, right? And now it's like a thing. Like people literally, they're getting into this. So now people literally have their names and number 32 behind their names, and they're in all these chats. So I'm like having a field day with this. This is hilarious stuff. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, everybody's talking about this 32 and about making shirts. So I'm thinking, an ice cream cone, like behind it, and it's saying like on the ice cream cone, like almost the college lettering, and it says number 32 and under it. And it's just when you don't make the cut to the 31 flavors. I thought it was funny. So I was, I've been brain. See, guys, I work when you think I'm not working. I'm thinking of all this while I'm out there looking at these things, the shipwrecks and stuff like that, right? So we've had fun today, guys. We're going on. Yeah. I've been hearing a lot about this karma because apparently the shingles ripped off my roof. Like you guys said that's karma. Like, did you guys just see down south? If I was really due karma, let's just face it, that would have been here. That would have been my house, my community. I thought I was spared. I must have been doing a lot of good deeds to be spared. I must have been doing a lot of good deeds for God to yet give me another pass once again to go do more good in this world. And that's what it really comes down to. Because when you see sights like I had to see yesterday, it gives you a new perspective for life. It really makes you realize how precious it is. Because 2 days prior to that horrific storm, those people were living their life with no problems in the world. They were getting up, they were going to work, they were making breakfast, they were kissing their kids, they were walking out the door, they came home, made dinner, cleaned the house, and boom, some of them are still out there floating. It's sick, it's sad. That could have been right here. That could have been me. Could have been guidance. Could have been Miss Robin. Could have been my mother. It's scary. It's scary. Say something like somebody deserves this because of some petty little BS relationship. Sick. If you really believe that somebody should lose their life because you got dumped, honey, again, not my fault. Not my problem. I will never take somebody else's problems. I'll help somebody, but I'll never take their problems. This is not my problem. I don't own it. What they're saying about me is a flat lie. What they're saying about Angela D is a flat lie. What they're saying about Dolly Vision is a flat lie. I almost died. I could have died. My mama could have died. So it does give you a wholly different perspective on life. Makes you be a little kinder. Many people say, you're talking about being offensive and everything else. Yeah, that's still toned down. You know that. Right? It just gives you a new perspective. It makes you realize that you're very thankful to wake up. And there's only a few times in your life that you don't take your life for granted. Let's be honest, right? It's only a few times. Like we get up every day, we go to work, we don't realize how valuable or precious life is until it's not there anymore. And that's when each of us realize how very precious. And then we get on, then a few months later, we're back to the same old thing. We start forgetting about how precious life is. So it's like, I realize that there are still a lot of things that Bullhorn Betty would like to do in this life. There's a lot of things that, I did wrong years ago that I want to get right this time, And so this kind of helped me get that perspective. Really did. It really did. Yeah, help me get that perspective. We got Ricky Rose in the house. What's up, my friend?
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing? By the way, folks, I haven't gone. I just got up live. I haven't gone. I got to go look at your videos. I haven't even been to your page yet. I'm sorry. But I hear Ricky is, got some videos dropping, and you're been trying to get kind of break out.
You there?
Yeah.
All right, good. I'm actually live right now, and I dedicated my channel or my stream today to you.
Hi. That is so sweet. So how was the live? What did you guys talk about? 31 flavors? 31 flavors in man voice?
I'm actually live right now.
Don't kill me, folks. Don't kill the messenger.
But yeah, I'm live.
So what do you think? What do you think's going on? And actually, Ricky, you've been following all this stuff because I've been out and dealing with all this hurricane crap. What's been going on with the Kiely Rodni case? Give me a breakdown.
It's a bunch of childish stuff that's going on. People are doing all the wrong stuff. Like you're doing all the right things, and they're trying to bring you down.
Mm-hmm.
That's not cool. Like you're doing God's work. You're out here doing things that other people can't do. So
no, that other people won't do.
Right.
Won't do. Because I know there's well-bodied, able individuals that like to talk shit about me that live right here in the state of Florida that could do exactly what I did and chose not to do it. Made the conscious effort not to help.
Absolutely. And it's not right because, like I said, at the end of the day, you're doing God's work. Like you're putting yourself out there. You're using your own funding. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, and we do have help. I mean, our audience and this channel itself, because of our audience, we do good. We're doing good.
Like you and Dolly are the reasons I started my channel.
Oh, so sweet.
It's an inspiration. Like it gave me something to do to keep me sober, keeps my mind going, so I don't have to relapse or nothing. It's amazing.
Get this book. You know what? I got so much here from my days. I don't know. You're new to my channel, and back in my, I talk about my life and the stuff I went through and the dependencies I had, and the addiction. So I understand where you are. I mean, everybody has day one, right? You have your first day. It's the day that you finally admit to yourself that there is an issue there that you need help with, and then you go through the process. And I believe in these meditation books. This is one that I got from my trip for sobriety. And it's the language of letting go, because we know that in our own sobriety, we're still mentally ill. We still have codependency issues, whether it's on whatever or somebody or something. We have codependency issues. So if you ever need any kind of books or that, you're shaken in any way, let me know. I'm a friend. I'm an AA friend.
I really appreciate that because it's hard to find sober support. Everybo's wanting to.
I saw. No, let me. We'll keep. Never mind. Keep going.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get everything set up.
That's okay.
But I literally just got like the microphones. I got the studio set up. I'm getting it together little by little, and it's all because of you guys.
Oh, that's sweet, and we love it. We love it. I'd love to collab. I would love to collab with you. We'll have to have a chaperone because we don't want another scandal like we had. Because I'm not an adult and can't handle my own business.
Well, I'm single, so there's no affairs going on. So
just to put that out there.
Yeah, and I don't have no dogs, so you can't take my dog.
I can't be the crazy ex taking the dog. Damn it! Sorry, Ricky, I can't date you, man. That takes all the fun out of it. If I can't stab you in the back when we're over with, I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm sorry.
I have a 7-year-old. He's slightly damaged, but no.
Oh, this is gonna be the story of my life. This is good. I think this whole Dolly story is gonna be like we have all these crime cases. Dolly's penis is gonna probably rise to number 1 in the rankings of YouTube right now. That's a sad day on YouTube. Sorry, Dolly.
Well, it's funny because he's got all these haters, these people, but yet nobody's proven nothing.
Nothing, and nobody's even stepped up to like. We came out. She wrote a check her ass can't cash. And here's what she said, because she came out and told us that she has all these women that have all these horrible stories about this man, so much so that I literally thought he was like this horrible person. And so I'm just like, we've been watching it for long. How can he keep all this from web sleuths a secret? Like, how can he do? And so I was pissed. Like, I'm sitting here just pissed. Like, you're selling nude photos of women. You're beating on women. Like, I am a female. Like, I don't like that kind of crap. So it did the story, just hearing it was shocking. But that's the way it is, right? That's what they want. They want it to be shocking, to get your attention. And we were promised 27 women were going to come forward and tell us how they were scammed out of nude photos and videos, and how they were threatened if they didn't give them to him, he was going to destroy them, and when they were breaking up with him, he was going to take them and show them all over the internet so they couldn't do this or do that. And it's like, man, how did we get this guy that we've been watching for so long so wrong?
Yeah.
And then you find out it's not 31 flavors. It's not even 13 flavors. We're finding out that Dolly really does. Who knew Dolly didn't have that much swag? I think everybody on the internet, because we were all scratching our heads saying, how the hell did this man get 31 women? Like, how does he get that kind of luck? I mean, Ryan Upchurch probably ain't even got luck like that. And you're talking about Dolly vision. So I'm sitting here scratching my head. Now we found out it went from 31 to 13 to maybe possibly she talked to 5 that knew somebody from somebody from somebody that told their mother, that told their aunt, that told them.
Yeah, it's wild.
I got none. That's all I got.
I don't understand. Like, I have no clue. Like, how.
Well, what did you talk about on your show today?
Well, I'm actually still live.
Well, hi everybody that's live on Ricky Rhodes' show. You got Bullhorn Betty in the house.
I got my microphone, to where they can hear you, but they can't see me.
Oh, gotcha. So, what do you think about? Well, we did Kiely Rodni. We've got what's today? Today's the 6th. So we've got about 14 more days, folks. 14 or 15 more days, and we should be getting some coroner's reports. What do you think they're going to find in that coroner? What do you think is going to be found in that coroner's report?
I hate to say it, but I think they're going to just keep it and say that it was an accident, and we all know it's not.
Yeah, me personally, I don't think they're going to say that at all. I think they're going to say, I think that this is a criminal investigation. I think this is a homicide investigation. I think that's why we're not hearing anything from law enforcement, why they're not coming out publicly. They even came out and said in an article that they're not going to be providing any interviews or statements to media outlets because they don't want to affect the integrity of their investigation.
You know, that makes sense because the FBI did step in. So,
and took the vehicle.
see, I didn't know they did that.
The vehicle did not go to Placer County or Nevada County. The vehicle was impounded and taken down to the FBI for processing.
Hey, at least we know that the FBI plus, with all the YouTube people out here, you know, pressing, and they're not going to be able to just say, "Oh, let it go."
Oh no! If this is an accident, you guys know. I mean, I will. I'm not selling my house, but I'll beg, borrow, and plead with people. But my ass will be out in California with my bullhorn. It might be the only thing I take on the plane, just the bullhorn.
We'll bring you one, so you don't even have to bring that.
Oh. Do you have luggage? Nope. Don't have nothing to check. Well, man, what's that? It's my bullhorn. Well, you're going to have to check it. We can't have you have a bullhorn on the plane. Give us the batteries, lady. Let go of the batteries. Put the bullhorn down.
Like I said, though, you're awesome, though. Like, what you do is amazing. It blows my mind that somebody could be so cruel and such an asshole, honestly.
And I don't understand where it's all coming from. Like, when you see people that are really doing good and helping people, why would you want to prevent them from helping people? Because you know what? At one point in your life, you will need help from somebody. Everybody does. I've had to have it. Yeah, I'm sure you've had to have it. I mean, look at Paper Cut Tina. If it wasn't for Dolly, she wouldn't be going to see her mom. Right. And you know, it's that's the way it is. So I mean,
the famous words I've always been told is, "Watch the toes you step on today. They might be connected to the ass you got to kiss tomorrow."
Exactly, and that's what I was told. I remember there was this is years ago. This is in my 20s. Me and a girl, I'm not going to say her name. We'll call her Jay. We'll call her Jay. I went to school with her. I grew up with her. You know, I've been here my whole life. I didn't go to school with her in elementary because she went to a different elementary school. But when we got to the middle school, we were in the same school. And so we had been friends for years. And her and I had a falling out and actually a fist fight. It was like literal, and I had braces. And my lip got caught in my braces like this, you know. But don't worry, Bullhorn Betty got it. Okay, she had it then, she got it now. And so we got into a fist fight and we kind of broke off and everything like that. And over the years, we were never quite the same. She was like one of my best friends, this Jay girl. She was one of my best friends. And but we had a falling out. Well, guess what? This was years previous, years later. I was looking for a job. Wouldn't you know, Bullhorn Betty, he was looking for a job. And you know, I do a little bit of everything. If people haven't realized, I'm kind of a Jackie of all trade, master of none. And except for the law, because that's what I went to college for, and drywall. You know, I didn't go to college for drywall, but I do drywall pretty well because I had a drywall business. And so at the end of the day, I go on these tangents. I lose my train of thought. Why do I do that? I go on these long-winded tangents and then I freaking lose my train of thought. Where was I going with this, Ricky?
As far as being a Jackie of all trades,
master of none, yeah. And I forgot where I was going with that as well. So, well, I think we've already went over our time. But I guess I'm still a little tired from the whole trip and stuff. Maybe a little disheveled, but from all the shit going on YouTube. Like I'm still a little raw over all this. Like how did Bullhorn Betty get dragged into all this nonsense?
That's because, like I said, when you do good work, the devil tries to bring you back.
Yeah. Oh, that's where I was going with it, but I'm not going to hit my punchline because now I have to tell the story again and get tongue tied again, and then I'll forget what I was going for. But that's what I had to do with right there. When you do good, people just want to destroy, and that's the name of the game. And we're going to still continue to do good. I'm still going to collaborate with whomever wants to do good and look for these kids and help. And I don't really care if you have a something, whether your appendages are in or out. I really don't care. It's not about that. It's about whether we can help kids, whether we can find answers, whether we can bring a story to YouTube and stuff like that. I think we do well. I think we all do well. I think Marissa does well. Justice for All does well. I mean, House of Williams. Oh, I forgot to get back to the House of Williams. It's probably another tangent that I went on.
I also, I'm YouTube certified mechanic, so.
There you go. I use YouTube all the time to fix vehicles. Actually, I used YouTube to figure out how to line my paper up on my roof when we put the roof on. They make a YouTube for everything.
Yes, they do.
They make a YouTube for literally everything. But, all right, Ricky. Well, listen, I'm kind of starting to get going here, going there, and going everywhere. So let me get back on track and finish my story with House of Williams, and I'll have you back up. I'll probably be back on around 1:00 this afternoon because I need to start building up the videos again because I've been down for 2 weeks, and you guys have probably been twiddling your thumbs. How many people missed me while I was gone? I'm just curious, just to build my own head up. How many people missed me?
You really have.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. But I'm back. We're not going to be going down south very much. I mean, short of if they need help, of course, I'm getting in my car and leaving and going down south to help whoever needs the help. But right now, the whole groceries and the donation, that was kind of our farewell to Fort Myers until it gets built back up. Again, the Bullhorn Betty channel, as well as many other creators that live here in Florida, I'm sure will bend over backwards to help the people and residents of the affected areas as needed. But for right now, we're not going to be doing. So I'll be here. We're going to get back on regular schedule. We're going to start getting back on regular topics. We're going to start getting back where Bullhorn Betty has, information and interviews and things like that. We're going to get back there. And we're getting back there. Like today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. We're back. This was the last hoorah. This was the last, discussion that we were going to have about all this drama that I came back to. My life's changed. I had a horrific hurricane that has given me a new perspective on life. And that's an experience that's going to go into the book for Bullhorn Betty. And that experience will also be used to help others in the future. How can a hurricane help others? It can. And the experience that I have related to this hurricane will be able to benefit others because it was that scary for me. And, but we're going to get back to true crime. And tomorrow, 1:00 this afternoon is truly the point. And when we say we're done with all the drama that was created from going to help a little boy, we're done with the drama and we're going to move back onto true crime. This is a drama-free channel, drama-free zone. Occasionally we get sucked into drama, which we've discussed in the past, but we need to get back to why this channel was built. And this channel was built to advocate and help other people. And we're not advocating or helping other people. We're sitting here talking about a personal issue with another creator that has nothing to do with us. I'm sticking my nose into my own business. I'm taking it out of their business and putting it back into my business. Or I'm putting my nose back into my business, rather, not theirs. So I hope everybody leads by example on this particular vein, because I think that this is a train wreck. I don't, the girl's obviously going through enough as is. I don't want to contribute to her train wreck. And I'm just now going to remove myself from the situation, and we're going to be focused back on true crime. We're not going to give this anymore. We're not going to pay this any more attention. We can't. She's losing her crap, and she's taking it out on every person she can possibly take it out on. And it's causing her problems. It's causing me problems. It's causing other people problems. It's causing a whole bunch of people that have nothing to do with their personal. We never asked them to get to date. We never asked them to break up. We never asked to be brought into the middle of it. We never asked for any of this. And you know what? So I'm removing our channel and our members out of the nonsense. If they want to bicker and fight and talk about this till the cows come home, they can do it. That has nothing to do with Bullhorn Betty or the Bullhorn Betty channel. And we need to start getting back into these cases. Ricky, do you agree with that?
I agree. 100%. I agree.
Yeah. So that's what, so I'm going to lead by example. I'm going to lead by example here, because I don't care what the girl has to say anymore about me. She's already said all she's going to say. We've proved that what she's saying is inaccurate. If people want to believe her inaccurate statements, or just hate Dolly, or just hate me and just want to keep it going, break your heart, whatever. I don't care. I don't care anymore. But we need to get back to true crime. We need to get back to advocating and helping children and victims. And I'm tired of listening to a whiny bitch acting like she's a victim, quite frankly. So I can't pay her any attention because it's taking away from true victims.
Well, you're actually a blessing to everybody you come across. Like I found your channel because of Dolly, and it's just you're great. Like,
yeah, I appreciate it, Ricky. Well, we love you too. You're part of the family.
I appreciate that.
So what you do now is you have to you buff your turtle shell while you're drinking your cup of coffee. That's how we roll now.
And smoking my blunt.
Don't forget that. I don't do that nonsense. So I don't know nothing about that. I'll have, well, I can't say that because you're still new, but see, my thing was my issues were more in line with more of an NA versus an AA. I don't really have but we still all have to deal with the same kind of stuff. But I wish you the best. How long have you been sober, by the way?
Almost 4 years now.
So you're not a newbie.
Yeah, I got full custody of my son, and when I got him, I changed my whole outlook on life, changed everything just for him.
Yeah, and tell people that are struggling the best advice I think any addict or alcoholic can ever give to another a recovering addict and alcoholic the advice that they can give to another a person trying to recover is people, places, and things. You have to literally change your entire life.
Yeah, you have to channel your energy to positive things instead of the drugs.
Right. So,
but like I said,
well, congratulations on the 4 years. I've been going since I sobered up in 2007. I went to a sober living environment until 2008. I had a minor relapse in 2008. And then from 2008 on, I've been a little crazy, but sober.
Well, I'll tell you what, like I said, you're a beautiful soul. Like, you're doing all the right things. Just let the fan club keep talking in the background. They're like crickets, you always hear them talking until you right up on them, then they're quiet. So
yeah. You want to know something? When you said crickets, you can't hear them till you right up on them. You know what when I listened to those videos today that I showed of the devastation in Fort Myers, I did not, when I was there in person, I was so mesmerized by the destruction. You heard in those videos all those sirens going on in the background. When I was recording that, I heard none of them. So when I was watching these, I'm like, what is all these sirens? I didn't hear them. I was so mesmerized by the destruction. I didn't hear any of that noise. And when we played those videos, you could hear the ambulances driving up and down the roads and the sirens and everything. If you go back and listen on the replay, go back and listen to those videos that I posted. You can hear all kinds of ambulances, sirens, and everything all in the background. I didn't hear it. When I was videotaping, I didn't hear that. Didn't even know that was in the video. Crazy. Right.
Well, like I said, I'm trying to build my fan base right now. I'm trying to get subs up and all that. So,
well, you definitely have a fan here. So I've already subbed you up, and I need to get over there and watch some of your videos. And it'd be great.
Well, I appreciate it. And you have a great day.
You too. And if you ever just, you need some help, you got some friends in the industry. So, let us know. I'm happy to come up and have a conversation about a topic, anything. I'm happy to help you build.
I greatly appreciate it. It goes a long way.
It does. It does. People did that for me when I first came out here. I'm happy to pay it forward.
Well, like I said, you have a great day and enjoy your day, and I'll see you around.
You got it. Take care, Ricky. Bye. Bye-bye. So now that we kind of got everything out, we didn't really discuss a whole lot. And I'm going to change my thumbnail. I'm kind of over the hurricane. I'm ready to get life back to normal. I know the people down south, it's going to be years before they're back to normal. Some of these people, Before I go, I'm going to show you. Let me get a couple more videos up here that you guys haven't seen. This one. I don't know if this is one. We'll look at this one and see if this is one. I don't know if this is the right one or not. Got a few of them.
So we're here at the Walmart distribution center. I've got a lot of supplies. There's a lot of people in line for pickup. I need to find out where we need to go for the.
Okay.
You're kind of in charge.
Yes.
I'm Angie.
So this is food. Sorry, I was talking to them. So I guess this wasn't a best video. I think I was just getting the audio of it.
Okay.
I mean, that's not quite where I was wanting. So, I think it's this one. Or is it this one? I think it's this one. Hold on. I think it's this one.
Hey. We're on the I Hate Men tour.
Oh, that was the flirty guy.
We love you. No, I don't swing that way, babe.
No, listen, I watched those videos. I think you guys should be happy with each other.
Mom, cover your ears.
Oh, I gotta pause this. So this guy, oh my God. Mom says I know no English. So we're out here and we're looking at this thing, and this guy comes up to us. He's like, "Oh my God, you guys are so beautiful, blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, "Man, you just lost everything. And you got jokes and compliments and stuff. Like, hey, what's up? Let's get back there, man. You think we're beautiful? We're here, documenting this stuff. Can you take us for a tour?" Right? This man did not stop complimenting me, Olivia, Mom. And he's like, "Hey, are you guys single?" And I started recording. And I'm like, "No, we're on I Hate Men." This guy's older. You could smell the booze on his breath. And we're there in the mornings. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're not my type kind of guy, right? And so anyways, he's hitting on us this whole entire time. So I just turned around and I said, I'm on an I Hate Men tour. And he's like, "Oh, but you two ladies are beautiful. Maybe you guys should hook up." Talking about me and Olivia. Me and sis, like no, I don't swing that way, dude. And so I'm like, "Mama, you gotta cover your ears. You gotta cover your ears." She's like, "I speak no English." Good job, Mom. Good job, Mom. So anyways, that was where we were. It's funny because this guy literally lost everything. His boat is literally in the bottom of that ocean. His boat's gone. This man's boat's gone. He's got no place to live. He's lucky to be alive, right? And he's out here making jokes. He's drunk. If I lost everything, believe me, I'd probably be hidden under a bottle too, making jokes. Well, not making jokes, I'd probably be crying. But he had a great personality, and he was telling us a lot of stuff. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to mute it from this point forward because you don't need to hear anymore. He flirted with us really, 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 really bad. And he wasn't that good looking. And he was old and drunk. With 3 beautiful women. What can I say? He probably felt like the luckiest man in the world. He's like, "Please take everything from me as long as I can get a goddess like this." No, I'm just joking. Let me stop. So look at that. These are boats. I mean, I know I'm pretty much sure you can figure that they're boats, but this is just the most insane thing I have ever seen. This pier, this dock I'm on is like half in. Look at that boat in the water. Look at the destruction all around. That right there is insane. Absolutely insane. You guys are not feeling what I felt out there. There he is. There's the guy right there. There he is. There's the flirter. There's the flirter right there. Right there. He had a crush. He had a crush on all of us. Like he felt like he was in heaven or something. I don't know. But look at that. These are huge. These things back here in above his head. These are huge ships. These aren't these little boats. These are huge. These ships are huge. And they're just crashed and strung. Like there's big ships that were in this water where Olivia's standing that are clear on the other side of the freaking road. folks. The road, like a building flew an eighth of a mile. Like we found a building that belonged an eighth of a mile away, sitting right here in this marina. Insane. Insane. And it's everywhere. I have never seen anything like this. When you see a huge ship, here, let's stop it. So right here, this big long thing right here is a huge ship. Huge. And you guys can see these huge fishing boats with like what perceives to be shrimp nets. These are not small boats, guys. These boats are massive. Yachts, guys, yachts, huge yachts are literally thrown out of the water and are sitting on the other side of the road. Yachts. That's just insane. So now you get the guy a little clearer. You know, he's a flirter. Let me see if I can turn this on. It looks like I'm talking. Hold on. Turn the volume back on. Just a little. Yeah. I don't know what I'm looking for, but apparently I'm looking for something. Here
So guys, sorry my finger's in the way. Hey guys, so we're out here. We made it as far as we could make it in Fort Myers Beach. We made it as far as we could make it in Fort Myers Beach. This right here is the scene behind me. There's nothing. These ships are wrecked. They are absolutely wrecked. They're up. They're mingled. I mean, you guys can't see this, but over here, we've got about 5 or 6 boats literally on top of each other. This is, I can't put into words what I'm looking at right now. It is just crazy. Look at this. Those are a bunch of big boats right there. All big boats just piled on top of each other.
That's not even the worst. Like this is nothing. Where's my cursor?
Just so you guys see where I am to the wreckage.
Yeah, I just killed it. Sorry, guys. There's one other one I wanted you guys to see, and I can't figure out which one is it. I videotaped this one upside down. All right. I got some photos here. Just crumpled. So I think you guys get the gist of what we've seen. I'm going to try to make videos of all this stuff and get a video out of the struggles of these people. We got some interviews, some of the stuff. There's one. I want you guys to hear it. I put it on my page. Let me see if it's this one. Maybe it's this one here. Let's see what this one is. I think it's still the same. I think I'm still in the same boatyard at this one as I was before. Let's just check it out. Oh, no, that's not it. That's a 5-second. Where's the interview? There's a couple of them here that I need to see. Is it this one? Maybe it's this one. I think this might have been one let's just see if it's this one. Sorry, guys. I got to try to find it because there was a couple more. I just didn't label them. You hear those sirens? Did you hear those sirens? I did not hear those sirens when I was recording this. I did not hear those sirens in the background. Isn't that insane? It's not until I'm listening to this that I hear all this stuff, because I was just, my mind was literally just, I can't explain it. But I did not hear those sirens. I didn't hear one of those sirens, folks.
Is that Princess Diana? Oh my God! I was rushing. All right, you're on your own.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we met another reporter out there, but there's more. So I'm not going to go through all of it. I'm going to go ahead and get the videos done, and then we'll get those out. Yeah, it's insane. And I'm telling you guys, the interview, this is the one thing. Ooh, that's right. It was after all this. That's why I'm screwing up, because I need to go further down, not up. I need to go further down, not up. Which one is it? Houses leveled. Oh, remember that building, that tall building that I said was being held up by boats? Let me show you this building. Holy crap. Ready? Insane. Utterly insane. So, anyways, guys, again, not the 31 Flavors show, but, you know, we had a good time. We had some laughs. We got to talk about some cases. More importantly, we got to talk about how this channel was able to help victims of Hurricane Ian. Bullhorn Betty, your entertainer, is a victim of Hurricane Ian. Not to this level. Not to this level at all. This is scary. To go out and see that this right here was barreling right at me. It was, I don't know. It does something to you. It does something to you. Like I keep looking at it. You know, I don't take these hurricanes seriously anymore. It's been 43 years. Nothing really bad's happened until it does. You know, Fort Myers. We have a condo on Fort Myers Beach. My father owns a condo on Fort Myers Beach. It's a vacation condo. It's where we go. I've gone to vacation there every single year. Yes, this exact place where this hit, where all these people are dead, is where I have gone every single year of my life up to about 23 years old. Every single year. This was a second home to me. This specific area right here. This literally is down the road. Like, I'm over the bridge. Like, the condo that we have on Fort Myers Beach is over the bridge and literally on the beach. We still own it. Our family still owns that condo. And I don't know what it looks like. I have no idea what it looks like. I have no idea. It was a bottom floor facing the beach. So I don't know, if that it's not our. I mean, there's nothing we can really do. You know, it's a timeshare, so it's like, it is what it is. We've had that timeshare since I was a baby, and it's literally a condo right on the water. You walk out and you're on the beach. So I'm pretty sure that, and that building was, again, it was there when I was a baby. I was born in 1979. So that building's got to be like, in the 1950s, 1960s. They didn't have the building codes like they do now. Even this house right here, I feel like this house is good construction, but it can drown me. If it fills up with water, guess what? I still have no place to go. Nobody understands what that storm surge is. I was confused about what storm surge is. I'm thinking it's waves. It's not waves. It's water that rises. It's basically your house becomes the ocean. And if this happened in Manatee County, it is a good possibility that I may not be here. Because as many of you know, I stay in my home. If they told me to evacuate my home, I'd weigh my options to find out whether that I should or should not. I've never been in a zone that's ever been evacuated in this county. I've never lived in an evacuation zone in this county ever. I've never had And out of all the years I've lived here, I've never had a sheriff knock at my door and tell me I need to evacuate, ever. I don't live close to the water. Well, here I'm even quarter mile away from the water, Bayshore Gardens, and literally an eighth of a mile from my childhood home. We were in Palmasola. So it is possible that Bullhorn Betty wouldn't be here if this hit Manatee County. Period. This is scary for me. Will I board up my windows? Probably not. Next hurricane, will I buy life jackets and make sure it's on my neck? Probably. Sounds crazy, but I ain't lying. That's what killed these people, is drowning. So next time that they tell you to prepare for hurricane weather, go out to your boat and grab some life preservers and bring them into the home. Seriously. That is the best advice Bullhorn Betty can give anybody that's experienced or are potentially in the zone for a hurricane, especially a category 4 or 5. Go out to the boat, because your boat's going to be, trust me, you ain't finding your boat, not for a really long time, because it's going to be halfway across the county. So go out to the boat and get yourself some life preservers and literally put them on. That should literally be a new requirement for hurricanes. They make us put these life preservers in our boats. We could get cited in the state of Florida if we are pulled over by, what is it? The marine police, right? The water police. If you're found with your boat and it does not have enough life preservers for the bodies in that boat, you get a huge fine. So I know that especially here in Florida, if you have a boat outside of your house, you have life preservers in it, because you're required to have life preservers in that boat in order for you to drive it anywhere on the water. Florida law. So next time we have hurricanes, we need to also quit saying have water for a week. 2 gallons of water per person per day for a week. You need to also say go out to your boat, grab your life preservers, and bring them into the house. Because when you have storm surge that rises 8, 10, 15, 20 feet, you need something to keep your head above that water. Because the idea that you have what it takes to tread water for 10 hours ain't happening. Some of the best swimmers in the world have died drowning because they had to tread water too long. Their body couldn't take it. So that's the reality. That's what I learned. I did learn something from this. Will I board my windows up? Absolutely not. What a waste of time. What a waste of time. If this here did not show me that that was a waste of time, nothing else would. Why? Because right here shows you these houses were blown away. What the hell is boarding up a window? These houses were flattened. What do you think boarding up a window is going to do about that? It ain't doing crap. At the end of the day, it's about survival. And if you're facing 8-foot storm surges, you need a life preserver. When these hurricanes come, people try to express to you, if you go board up your windows, you're going to help your home. You're going to help preserve the integrity of your home. No, you're not. A hurricane's coming. Those boards that you're screwing on that window are nothing but flying saucers in the air. Those screws are not holding that board over that window. And if it is, then it's just going to take the whole damn wall with it. Right? Life preservers, folks. Life preservers. Everybody in a hurricane, bring the life preservers in the home. It may save your life. Literally. All right, guys, I'm done. Have a great day. We'll see you guys back here around 1, 2 o'clock, maybe 3. So between 1 and 3, I'll set it up and you guys will know exactly what time it is. If I don't come live today, we'll come live tomorrow and just stay live all day long. You know, I need to catch up on this stuff. Maybe what we'll do is maybe I'll just come live and work. Maybe I'll show you what I do and how I research. Maybe that'll be fun. I don't know. Maybe interesting. You know, I'm not going to give any state secrets away, folks. You know, there's a reason why Bullhorn Betty's Bullhorn Betty, but I can show you what I do. So, all right, guys. Well, I love you. A lot of you guys stayed here and hung out with me for over 3 hours. And we're going to keep building this channel up, guys. Don't forget to like this video. I've been down for 2 weeks. I've been doing everything I can to help as many people as I possibly can in and around my area. So it has prevented me from being on Facebook as much as I would have liked, YouTube as much as I would like, especially with the internet issues. So I really do apologize about that. But I still need your help in building this up. We were doing a great thing before all this happened, and we need to start getting those likes back up so these shows can get back into the algorithm. I'm not too worried about these last few shows because they're you know, we were having some petty issues going on, getting involved in other people's personal issues. I don't want any of that. Is it on the show? Yeah, it's on the show, and I'm not taking the videos down because it's what it is, right? And you guys know me. I own it. I don't need to go and remove and stuff like that. I own it. So whatever happens. It's staying up. If it comes back to haunt me in 20 years about how I called a lady a pump and dump, you know, so be it, right? Not the worst thing that'll ever come out of my mouth. You know, it's not the worst thing that'll ever come out of somebody else's mouth about Bullhorn Betty. It is what it is. This is YouTube, folks. We never know what kind of crap you're going to get from one day to the next. We just show up to see what's going on, right? We're come here to be what? Oh, entertained. Got it. Well, thank you, Bullhorn Betty, for entertaining me for 3 hours. You got it, guys, because I love you. Anyways, we'll talk to you guys later today. God bless. Don't forget to be fearless. If you see something, say something, because an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Good day, everyone. And please, and I'm going to continue to say this over and over again, do an act of kindness for a perfect stranger. You guys aren't dealing with this hurricane. You guys are out there living your life, enjoying your life, and blissfully unaware of the, taking your life for granted. Okay. So I was there too. I was there just last week before this hurricane came, but that's not the same. Will it go back to the same old same? Of course it will. Right. Will I go back to, taking my life for granted? Of course I will. We all do. Right. But do an act of kindness for a perfect stranger. That's your only homework. And it doesn't have to be, buying their $300 grocery bill. If you can do that, do it. But it could just be letting that car in front of you that needs to get over. Something that's stupid, that people don't think is helpful. You don't know what that person is going through. Maybe they need to get to a hospital because their loved one is dying. Maybe the reason why they're acting erratic on the road is because there's a family emergency that they're trying to get back to. So why don't we all just be a little kinder? And I really want you to, and I'm going to start asking you, who did an act of kindness and what was it? I want to know what act of kindness you did. Don't leave Bullhorn Betty disappointed. Don't leave me disappointed. So I want everybody, if you see something, it could be something as simple as opening a door. Like you just walk right into a store, never open the door. There's a family behind you, a lady pushing a buggy. Open the door and let her in. You can go in second, right? Do an act of kindness for a perfect stranger. That's what I ask. If you want to thank Bullhorn Betty for taking her time to go out here, and not just one trip, multiple trips to this area. We saved dogs. We provided supplies. We did our part. If you want to thank me for that, your payment to Bullhorn Betty is doing an act of kindness for a perfect stranger. That's all you have to do. Kindness. That's how you pay it forward. All right. God bless you. See you soon.
As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Get breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.